Welcome everyone once again to the Blue Stand. We're here for the Chelsea Forest reaction and review, plus everything else, the other results and Premiership, the Premiership League as it stands. Um, I'm going to start off with. I'll start off with Frank Lampard's post-match press conference. Didn't say much really. Um, yeah, he didn't say much. He said, yeah, he said we should have defended better, especially from long throws, set pieces, especially in the first half. We didn't have anything up front. Uh, wasn't enough urgency. We passed the ball too much sideways, backwards. No killer instinct up front as usual. Um, he didn't say much really. Uh, yeah, he was praising Chalobah. Chalobah had a good game, he was saying, which I agree. Sterling, okay, he got the second goal was a good goal. First one was deflected. It was an own goal for me. But if it wasn't deflected, the ball would have gone out. I don't know if I'm wrong. That's what it looked like. So not a very good performance, really. Let's go into the game. You know, we started off not brilliant, but we had all the ball. We had the ball, but we wasn't penetrating going forward. We were too much sideways, backwards, like Frank was saying. Um, we had all the ball. Forest looked very dangerous on the counter attack. It was hard to break them down. They sat back, a back five, but really hard to play against. That's what they do. But we should have done a lot better. We're Chelsea Football Club, and it was another very disappointing result. Really, 2-2 at home, and then we were in front twice. We went in front first. That deflected goal from Sterling. Then from very bad defending, and how I don't know how what Mendy was doing. Plus our defense. I can't just play Mendy, but Mendy should have come out and punched the ball, and the defense wouldn't have had to worry. But we didn't defend that cross. Mendy shoot was a no man's land. Really, he was terrible. That's another thing that I forgot to mention. They asked him what was the thinking behind dropping Kepa and bringing Mendy back. He said, well, he looked good in training. Uh, I thought I'd play him. Yeah, what's that? I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. That shows how bad a manager he is. We love Frank Lampard, ex-legend. That's a legend. I think we all love him. But we all know he can't manage, let alone a Chelsea. He can't manage any side, any team in the Premiership. He wouldn't be able to manage. He tried at Everton, failed. Tried with us twice. Like first since he came in, the first time he done pretty well. He couldn't buy players. He brought in the youngsters. Great. It was great to see. But in the end, he faded away. Bad results. They got, we had to get Tuchel in. What can I say about Frank Lampard? Uh, yeah, um, let me welcome Max, and I'll carry on. Welcome, Max.
Yeah,
Max,
hi.
hi. Yeah,
You
I'll
know,
just say, just going
yeah,
for. I'll be with you in a second. We're just going through this
yeah.
performance. Yeah.
Okay,
So
no worries.
for me, yeah, we ended up going in front, deflected. I'm not sure if that ball was going in. I think it was an own goal, really. I don't know how they gave it to Sterling unless it was on target. Maybe I'm wrong. But second goal, sorry, then Forest got that goal. ridiculous defending. Mendy in no man's land, like I said, he was not shouldn't have been there. Come off his line too quick. What's he doing out there? I couldn't believe what he was doing. Yeah, really, I couldn't believe he was starting. Like I said, I was so shocked to drop Kepa. Really shocked. Anyway, so 1-1. Half time, we started a bit better. The second half was a bit better. A more attacking play, a bit faster than the first half, I think. And we're going to get the second goal. Great goal by Sterling, I must say. Credit where Stewart was a great goal. The problem is, we don't see enough from him. That's why he's still not for me. If it's possible, I would get transfer Sterling and bring what's his name, Matoma from Brighton. That's a proper winger, unbelievable player. If we can get Matoma in, we give them Sterling plus cash. We should do that, really. Unless Sterling is going to show us something different next year. He'll still be here. He's going to, have a chance to show. But we're going to see. Yeah, so second goal, great goal. We know he can do that, but he should do it more often. Then we're 2-1 up. And then we go and concede again. Unbelievable defending. Unbelievable. I don't know what they were thinking of. 2-2. We pressed. We had chances. Another good chance Sterling had. Should have scored, but he missed. Could have won the game 3-2, really. But in the end, Forest deserved something. They played with with their lives at stake, and he showed they deserved to get something, and they did. So very disappointing again from Chelsea. Very disappointing. Max, I was just said about the game. What I thought about it.
I don't know what game you're watching, but you're watching a different game from me.
Yeah, can't tell me.
Yeah, because we didn't go 1-0 up.
Did we? Oh God, yeah. Oh, sorry, yeah. They went up. They were sorry. Yeah, we were losing 1-0.
It was 1-0 at half time.
Yeah, 1-0. We were losing. Sorry. Then we come back.
Then we scored 2 goals in the first.
That's it. Yes. Yeah.
10 minutes of the second.
It shows how bad we've been playing. I forgot. Yes, I got it wrong. Yeah. Even you know what? I just watched the replay as well. I just watched the highlights again to make sure what I saw. But you're right. Yeah. Go on.
The Sterling one was going in.
Was it going in?
It did take a slight deflection, but it was going in. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't give it to. They don't give it to you nowadays. If it's not on target, they don't give you these goals these days.
Yeah.
But
at least he got the ball target, and
But I thought, second goal was superb. That's as you said. That's the sort of thing I want to see from Sterling. He's got it in his locker. He needs to do it more often because you see what he was about. But it's also about confidence because you saw if that first goal didn't go in, you're not going to see that second. How well he took that second strike. And a lot of our players are not playing with the confidence at the moment. So I just feel next season's going to be different. If we get off to a good start next season, then the chances that they're snatching at or overthinking about is going to come natural for them next season. We probably, I said at the time, Sterling probably can go, but I think we need him, A, for his experience, and B, for his English. We can't get rid of all the English players because we still need 8 English players in the team. We've got to remember that in the squad, because we can only have 17 non-homegrown.
Yeah.
I saw you mentioned Mitoma, but the thing is, we've got to be careful about mentioning. No, but we've got to be careful about mentioning players who are doing well for another club because everyone was waxing lyrical over Cucurella, how we should get this player and that player. And look at, and I know it's early days for him; it's only one season.
Yeah, but he hasn't proved. We're going to come to the Brighton. Go on.
Yeah, but with some players, they can. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I like Mitoma; he's a good player. But there are certain players. You remember with Nottingham Forest, where because they played to a certain system under Brian Clough, when Gary Birtles went from Nottingham Forest to Man U, he was useless there. Because and sometimes if you're good in a certain system, yeah, but when it depends on not every single player who's pleasing on the eye can fit into your club. You need to know what the manager wants to do, the style of football you want to do. Because we've been that way before, even with the old regime and the new one. They just started to buy in players. Let's get this player. He's good. Let's get that player. But I don't want to just get players just because they look good. I want to get players who fit into the mould of how the manager wants to play, and that's why Brighton are so good. They go out and target players. Newcastle last season, they targeted players. They didn't just go and get everyone who looks good. They said, where is the need in our squad? What are the positions that we need? What is the profile of player we need in our squad? And they went out and got that. That's why what we need to do is proper targeted approaches rather than a scattergun approach, or just getting this player, that player, because he's good, but with no plan for them. And
you're right.
But,
I agree with.
And going on from the game, my observation. Obviously, Nottingham Forest we're safe. Nottingham Forest not safe. So whenever you're playing against a team you're fighting for their lives, then they are going to be up for it. And
we
had five.
We all said it before the game, and we predicted a hard game. And it was
exactly.
Yeah.
There's 5 at the back as well. And as soon as they score that goal, they're always going to defend for their lives. What's his name? Mendy was at fault for that goal.
Oh God,
But
it was in the defence. There was 3 of them.
Yeah,
one player beat the whole lot.
It was a lack of communication. That's the story of our season. Whether it be Mendy or Kepa, I don't rate neither of those keepers. I think we need a new keeper because we're too easy to score against. And even the second goal, free header, and that's the problem. Okay, I think we've only conceded. What's promising though is that
we didn't concede that much.
We've conceded the 4th least amount of goals in the Premier League. But if you look at the goals that we've conceded, they are easily avoided. Some of them are world-class finishes, and some of them could have been avoided. So I think
the problem we didn't score enough this year.
Exactly. When you don't score, it's hard. It's pressure on the defence to keep clean sheets as well. But I think there's not a lot wrong with our defence. If we just cut out the stupid errors, and some of it comes down to confidence, as I said before. If we can cut out those stupid errors, there's not a lot wrong in that defence. When you think we're getting Malo Gusto coming in as well, who's going to help because Reece James, with injuries. Colwell, what a player he is!
What a performance!
Fantastic player, and this guy. I'm glad. I'm glad they said they're keeping him next season. Silva's rubbished all these stupid rumours. Like as you said, Nick, you don't believe anything in the press. Everyone was saying, "Oh, he's going." He had to come out and tell them that it's a load of rubbish. He's staying at Chelsea, and his wife come out. And Bella's come out and said that as well.
A shame about Billy Gilmore. Billy Gilmore had a great game as well.
Gilmore had a good game, yeah.
So he got, subbed. I watched the game. Great performance for Brighton. What a team!
But Brighton made Arsenal look like they were last season.
We come to that in a minute. Sorry, Max.
I
just want to welcome Dex. I'll be with you, Dex. In a second. Just let me read a few.
You know what? Let Dex talk first. The reason I'm saying it is because he's got a game in about 7 minutes. So before you read,
Leicester Liverpool coming up.
Give Dex the platform. Yeah,
you're right there. Yeah. Welcome, Dex.
Yeah, hello guys.
Your big game coming up. Leicester, they have to win. You have to win to make sure you pip United for that top 4. So I'll leave it to you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So obviously, first of all, thanks for Max for suggesting to me to go speak because I've literally just got the game on now, so I'm just waiting for kickoff. But just want to touch up on quickly the Nottingham Forest game. I've said this before, like that going into that game, obviously, playing against teams at the bottom, they're going to give you a game, like Max said, because they want to stay up and they're in a relegation battle. I think that there was times where Chelsea played really good football, especially going forward. I thought the first couple of minutes they were really good. They had Forest pinned back a little bit, but Sterling. I thought Sterling had he had a good game. Even though he hasn't been amazing this season, he still had a very good game, and hopefully that means he can actually do something towards the end of the season. 2 good finishes. But yeah, it's like what Max said, the defence needs to sort out the defensive stuff. 2 poor goals really. I would argue that say Mendy was probably at fault for both of them, but I think it's Mendy and the defence because you can count on your goalkeepers to come out for those sort of things, but the defence have to be on their toes as well for any mishaps or if the ball's bounced in the box, to clear it away. So, at the end of the day, I think that's just been the story of Chelsea season, really. If they can sort the defence out in the summer or something, or whatever, then, they'll have no problems. But yeah, like Forest played well, to be fair. I'll give them credit. Like, to go down from 1-0 and then, to get another goal and then from 2-1 down, give them fair credit. I think that striker for Forest, Ayewoni, he's so good. He was at us before he went there, but he got sent out on loan so many times, so he never really got a shot in the first team, which is disappointing because, when you see all these players that go on loan abroad for season after season, and then they go to like a Prem or a Championship club and they do really well. It's kind of like disappointing to see. But I thought he's been really good for us. But yeah, I mean, Chelsea, I think they just need to get to the end of the season and just pretty much go from there into the summer with Pochettino coming in and all this stuff coming out as well. And then just on the game tonight, I mean, we're the favourites, but doesn't mean anything really. It's going to be like with you and Forest. Like Leicester aren't going to roll over and let us score 5 or 6 goals past them. Even though defensively this season they've been shocking, but teams at the bottom are going to give you a game, and we're away from home, so we need to follow it up from the game against Leeds last time we were away.
Yeah, I think you're going to have a very hard game tonight.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll get top 4 though? Do you think you'll get, because you're 4 points behind with 3 games and 3 games left? Do you think it's beyond you, or do you think you can still sneak into the top 4?
I've been asked this so many times. It's down to one thing. It's either we have to rely on Man United or Newcastle to drop points. Obviously, Man United, they've got a game in hand against you lot, so we have to rely on you to get a result against Man United. And I can't remember
which we will.
Yeah,
I think that's our win, our final. United away.
I think Newcastle got Brighton.
I hope so.
Was it? No, is it?
Yeah. Newcastle, I don't know what they got at hand.
Yeah, they got Brighton, Leicester, and Chelsea. So those are 3 hard games because Brighton, obviously, we saw what they did yesterday. Leicester are fighting for their lives.
I'm 50-50. I'm confident we can get top 4. But at the same time, like if they do manage to win those games, and we miss out, then it is what it is because we didn't do ourselves any favours start of the season when we were dropping loads of points. So it is what it is. But I think
what, Dex, it's in United's hands. They got 66 points. You're 62. Playing the same games, so you're going to be begging for us to beat them. It's up to teams who are going to play United now to give you do you a favour, and Brighton. Nick. So I'll come to you. Welcome, Deals. Welcome, Deals.
Big up, Deals.
Big up, Dex. Can you not hear me?
Yeah, we
can.
You.
We can hear you.
Yeah. My thoughts on the whole top 4 situation. Yeah, I think there's a huge possibility we could cause an upset for Man United not getting top 4 still.
Yeah, I hope so.
I think we can beat Man U. I said the other day, I think we can beat them.
That'd be something.
They're not really good. They're not really good defensively, and plus. They haven't been.
You know,
scoring a lot
with
of
any
goals.
other manager, I would say we can go up there and beat them. But with Frank Lampard, I can't see it happening. I'm afraid. Not, you
I
know,
think
we can't.
we could go there. We could go there because Nick, if you look at the recent performances from Man United, they haven't been on that form. They haven't
Yeah,
been on a good form. Yeah, they've been winning games here and there, but they haven't been on form, like smashing
yeah,
up the place how they would. You know?
yeah. Well, they beat Wolves 2-0. Don't forget the last home game the other day. Good result for them. Bit better than usual. But yeah, let me come back to all of you. Let me just read these few. There's not many chats. Chelsea, a big up to Chelsea, Dan and TCFC in the chat. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, Dan saying, to be honest, we were poor first half, Max. Yeah, we were poor first half, Max. That's why we conceded. But also, we did have chances, but we all got to be. Yeah, we had chances. It's just he's a bit happy because Arsenal lost. We should be proud that Arsenal bottled the Premier League. Yeah, we are proud, and I will bring that up. We're going to talk about that later. Great performance by Brighton. But I knew, I was saying also, Max, you should know, my prediction was City to win the league from the start.
I said that ages ago with my, my son's
you said
Arsenal.
it, I said it, most of us.
I said, come the business end of the season, that's when Arsenal are going to wilt.
Even when Arsenal were 8 points ahead, we still said they're going to lose
Arsenal were always going to drop points. Let's be real. Let's be real about this, Let's be real, They've never been a war mentality team. They've never been that, So for them to come out and thinking, oh, we're going to win the league against Man City, we've been here since 2003 and all this shit, They're talking West. They're talking West. The Premier League has changed. Yeah, it is changed, right? And the fact they come out with their nonsense, their nonsense about Mikel Arteta this, Mikel Arteta that. What has he done? What has he done to them?
He's done a bit better than last year. They got Champions League,
but you've got to remember though as well, Nick.
Yeah.
And I said this to my boy. I said, Arsenal this season haven't had major injuries because and I said, as soon as you get injuries to some important players, you're going to feel it. Okay, Nketiah stepped up, but then they lost Saliba and they fall apart because they've got no one. There's a big drop off from the two centre halves they've got to the replacements. It's a massive drop off.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even think it's that though. You know what I think it is? It's the pressure. They can't handle.
Yeah, they can't take the pressure.
The pressure as well.
Because look, when a team, we know they've been waiting too many years for a trophy, and especially the league. How many years? Is it 20? If I'm right.
Yeah,
the last time they won the
2003 for the Invincible.
Yeah.
So that was nearly 20
that's
years.
why the pressure.
Yeah.
They're going to be in the Champions League next year, but they won't make it out the group stages.
You know what the difference
I
is,
predicted it from now. They won't make it out.
You know what the difference is, though, Max you know what the difference is,
Yeah.
When we qualify to be in like third or fourth, or second, we don't celebrate doing that. But Arsenal,
because we didn't.
They think it's all over the world.
Deals.
Like it's the best thing. They think it's a trophy. Like that's stupid.
It's true.
Thinking. Like why would you think that finishing second or third or fourth is a trophy? It is not.
That was a Wenger mentality.
You see, that was
a Wenger mentality, wasn't it?
All the fans on Twitter, they hid away. They were nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, where's Gunner?
Especially King Gunner.
I'm asking for him. Has anyone seen him?
He's gone to Woolwich. That's what
I need to find King Gunner, man, because my man he had his chest out. He had his chest out on a Saturday.
He's talking about Fulham Road. Come to Fulham Road. Come, man, come.
Before the game, he was all talking about us, Fulham bus stop, all these rubbish, what he says, and after since that when I saw him on
disappeared from Twitter, mate.
He
disappeared.
Yeah. Of course, I got
He's
no
like the
face.
Invisible Man, superpowers.
At least Arsenal Fan TV, they still came on.
That's it. Show yourself.
What do you lot think of what we've been hearing?
What's his name? Robbie.
What's you lot thoughts on what we've been hearing today, though, about Pochettino?
Let's go back. We go back to the game. We talk about Arsenal more.
Yeah.
Let me just read these a few comments. Not that many. Right. Yeah. That Chelsea Danny's doing his show Thursday. So everyone know. Yeah, do subscribe to his channel, Chelsea Dan.
Big up Dan.
If you want to come on here, Dan, let me know. I'll send you the link if you do. If you want to come on, you're welcome. Welcome back to TCFC. Long time to see you again. To see you in the chat. Long time. Good. A very good knowledgeable girl here about football, about not just Chelsea but every football aspect. Very clever.
Big up.
Yeah, thanks. The likes will be helpful as always. Yeah, thanks. What a horrible season. Yeah, we will come to that horrible season in a minute. We have to talk about it because it's been bad. I think for me, it's one of the worst ever.
It's been the worst in my era.
I've seen bad. Maxi's seen bad.
It's not the worst I've seen.
Yeah, we've seen bad, but I mean, with the players we have, great players we have, I think it's easily worse. All right, in the past we had players, but nowhere near this sort of, world-class players. We didn't have any, not many.
20th in the league. We never lost to 20th in the league.
Yeah, we'd be really bad, honestly. Yeah. So, Deals. What do you think of Frank Lampard in the game first? Let's talk about Chelsea first.
I want to talk about how we played. Like, obviously, I feel that we played okay. I feel that defensively we were solid. Okay.
Yeah.
But the goalkeeper mistakes, I would say, Mendy's mistakes, I feel that cost us. I feel that cost
Big
us the
time.
game. If he never made them mistakes, I think we would have won the game, personally. But attacking wise, I think we were solid. I feel that the right lineup was set, but we just didn't obviously create and finish more chances. That's the only problem. But I think we had a solid game still.
Yep. Yeah, better second half. I think we played better second half. We couldn't get through them the first half. They defended so good.
What did you think of the subs?
They didn't get much minutes really. So I didn't. It's nothing much. I can't. We're gonna come to that in a minute. We give the ratings for the players.
Yeah.
But we come to that in a second. We should do that now. We talked about the game. Max said about
Chalobah had an awesome game. I think
Chalobah was the best for me. It was actually for one. We've been calling him out recently because he was really bad.
No, recently I think he's been okay.
No, he wasn't okay before too. Yes.
Chalobah was good.
Yes, Saturday he was good, but I'm talking about the other games. He was very poor. Some games.
I thought he was good yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah. I will do. I think he was my man of the match really Saturday. I'm talking about before.
That role, Enzo being in that role where he's playing at the moment is not his position, and that's another thing as well. I see our fan base on Twitter talking about Enzo is not playing right, rare, but you can't judge the guy when he's not playing in his natural position. And a proper manager in the place, we see the better of Enzo, 100%, 100%. We see the better of Enzo. I have no doubts on Enzo, no doubts on Enzo. What about you then?
Yeah.
Enzo's good. Yeah, as you said, he's not. He needs a bodyguard next to him, a proper DM. He's the Fabregas. He's like when we had Fabregas and Matic. He's the one who dictates the play, but then he's not a holding midfielder.
Yes.
And that's not his position.
Enzo, he's playing every game still. He had arrested last game before the Forest, but he's a great player. He's going to be even better for me. I love Enzo.
He's going to be the replacement of Cover.
He's got. Let's see what happens with Cover first.
Yeah.
Cover's going.
We don't know. Speculation, Max. He doesn't want to go, so it's up to Pochettino.
He does want to go.
He
does want to go.
He doesn't want to go. No, he said he doesn't want to go. He loves Chelsea.
He doesn't want to go. He said he loves London instead of Chelsea. Well, he does want to go.
I don't think he wants to go, but if he had in the plans, he's going to go. Yeah, but I don't think he wants to go. I never heard him say, "I want to go." Never. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong, but I haven't heard him. All I heard, he loves Chelsea. Great time he's been. Since he came at Chelsea, he's been a great player for us. 4 great years. All right, he hasn't been great this year, but who has? No one.
Nobody.
Yeah, so I can't blame Cover. Too much bad, sticker. Cover is getting this season, and not only Cover, Kepa, Mason Mount. I understand a lot of criticism from Mason Mount because he's in two minds.
What do you think of Cover's?
I've never rated. Listen, for me, Cover's a good player, a decent player, but he's not a world class. So our fans overrate him. A lot of our fans.
No, we're not overrated him. No,
a lot of our fan base does. And the reason why they do, no, it's not because he deserves it. Because he's good at dribbling out of the press. That's the only thing he does. Cover, if you look at his overall game from a coaching perspective, he's not. Because he's not defensively disciplined all the time, and his end product is poor. You've got to admit.
He can't score many goals. We know. He has to be spectacular when he does.
He's good at what he does.
He's not a Frank Lampard or Bandit. But he's a good player. Yeah.
Beating the press and things like that. He's decent at that. So he's good at what he. He's good at what he does. Yeah. But I wouldn't call him world class. That's what I'm saying. The fact is that we have.
I didn't say world class. I said he's been a great.
No, I know you do. But some of our fans have labeled him. Yeah. I've heard that label world class, and that's stretching it for me. Exactly. But he's good. Yeah. He's good. He's decent.
Yeah. Let's show Sterling because he deserves a bit of credit because I've been on his back a lot, and you, Max. But great goal. He scored.
That second goal was superb.
Second goal was.
I think Sterling is, Nick. I think Sterling's a system player. He relies on the system.
Yeah, it's a lot of things. But it's a lot of things. We mustn't forget changing manager after manager didn't help no one. So that's why I'm not blaming him.
And he had the injuries, didn't he? So you don't know how that affected him. Because remember,
this is what it meant for Forest. Because they could stay up now because of that draw. They will stay up.
I still think it's going to be hard for them, to be honest.
You think so? I think Leicester.
I think so.
I think we come to that in a minute. I think Forest are safe. I think it could be Southampton are gone. I think Leicester and Leeds are going to go.
Leeds may go. Yeah, Leeds and Leicester probably.
That's what I'm saying. Forest will survive.
What did you think of Mediator's performance?
Not great.
No.
Not
we'll
great.
do the ratings in a second. This I'll just have to show these pictures here because this was terrible. What on earth are they doing? One guy beats all of them. Look, one guy beats.
You know what?
Because Mendy shouldn't not come out.
You know what that was? That was bad setting up set pieces.
Even Frank said after the match, he said the bad thing, we can't defend set pieces.
You know what I hate about Lampard as well? What I hated about him in his first spell? I don't like zonal marking. I can't stand
that's
zonal
another
marking.
thing.
And he used to love that zonal marking nonsense. Get Badiashile on this guy. That's all you need to do. If Badiashile's on this guy, and goal side, not zonally, then
I blame the defense here as well. Not just Mendy. Mendy, I blame a lot because he shouldn't have come out or from his line like that, going into no man's land.
Yeah,
you should just stay on your line, and you could, probably save that.
But there shouldn't be a 3-man on 1 man. There shouldn't be 3-man on 1 man still.
Very bad. What sort of management is this? Even he said it, Frank. Like, the funny thing he says here, we can't defend from set pieces. We can't score. And what are you doing on the training ground then?
I hope Frank Lampard goes to punditry after.
Oh God! So do I. Do him good if he goes. He's a good pundit. And we have to. The best Max and deals. The best for me. The best thing what came out of Saturday was here when the new great banner for Thiago, who deserves it. Someone who deserves a banner is him. What a player! And all this crap. What I was saying, all this rubbish is living deals. You were saying to me, I will see what's going. What did I say to you?
What did you say?
You said to me a few days ago.
No, I did not. I said it. What I said, Nick. I said that the journalists are saying that Thiago.
Yeah, and what did I say about the journalists? They were frauds.
The Brazil club.
Yeah, I'm not saying you. And I said to you, don't listen to these journalists.
Yes, I know that.
Because they're frauds, all of them.
I know that he will never leave anyway.
Even your Romano and your Prodano, whatever, they're all the same to me. A bunch of frauds. Always will.
Well, I didn't say he was going to leave, though, Nick. I didn't say that.
He ain't going nowhere. And he came out with a statement after the game, and he just confirmed he ain't going nowhere.
Romano's not a fraud. Where are you getting that from?
They're every single one is a fraud.
No, they're not. They're not
for
frauds.
you, mate. They are.
No, they're not. How can you say they're frauds?
What news has he said and we didn't know of?
I can't lie.
Well, obviously,
tell me
what we didn't know of.
Nick,
tell me that we didn't know Pochettino was coming.
Nick,
we didn't know.
We didn't know that. How did we know that? How did
we've known for a few months.
Yeah, but how did we know that? Because he reported
we know as much as he does.
He was the first place take. So how did you know? No, how did you know?
Well,
that he was coming.
When Potter left, we knew it was in the.
Yeah, but how did you know it was Pochettino?
Because when Nagelsmann didn't happen and Ricky didn't happen, he was next. It was obvious. You didn't need a fraud journalist to tell you. It was obvious.
But only he was the first one.
So hyping up these journalists, Max.
I'm not wrong. Who was the first one to?
You're wrong.
I'm not wrong. Who was the first one?
I don't believe you. I don't believe your journalists.
Who was the first one to say Nagelsmann had pulled out? Fabrizio said.
I don't care who said the first. They don't know nothing that we don't know.
They do know something.
No, they don't. They're not in the club to know anything.
Listen, Nick. Sorry, you're wrong. Because
no, wrong. I don't like this journalist.
Yes, you are. Because not every single journalist don't know what they're talking about.
No, Twitter. Give me a proper journalist. Not these idiots on Twitter, man. No.
But all the journalists are on Twitter. They're all on Twitter.
They don't know nothing.
Can I tell you something, Nick? Nick. Right. So the way you can prove a journalist is by their track record. Okay. So if there are some frauds out there, you just want to get them.
Let's see what the comments are saying.
But if there are some, like David Ormstein, he doesn't push. When David Ormstein talks, a lot of times he's not.
Apparently, you lot apparently Mason Mount's back in training.
Oh yeah, we know Mason Mount's up and down like a yo-yo, man.
He's back in training apparently.
It's who said only yesterday they said Mason Mount's going to Liverpool. One of your journalists.
No, excuse me. No, I'm not saying. Listen, I'm like you. The majority of journalists talk a load of nonsense. But there are some who are reliable, and you need to. All you do is look at their track record.
I don't believe them, Max.
Yeah, listen.
No. I don't look at them.
Yeah, but even if they do report something,
I
news
don't
can happen
listen
straight
to
away.
them.
All right then. Okay. All right, Nick. Let me take a story of Willian. Okay. A lot of people said Willian was joining Tottenham, and he was going to join Tottenham until
Yeah,
Chelsea
I
came
remember at
along.
the time.
So they can't
Yes.
say, oh, they're
But we
talking
knew
rubbish.
Roma could do something. You know, we knew Roman.
But you can't say the journalists were talking rubbish.
Yeah, but
It
they only
was
say
about to join
things. Look,
Tottenham.
all right,
So they're not going to
No,
get
wait.
every single thing right.
I know they don't get it right. Most of the time they get it wrong. Look
Not
what
most
happened.
of the time. If you look at
They come
Fabrizio's
out
record,
that
if you
time
look at
about
Fabrizio's
Rome.
record,
Wait.
90% of the time he gets it right. They're not going to get it right 100% of the time. Fabrizio Romano's record is good.
No.
Yes, it is.
He's a
Yes, it is.
fraudster, and I'll keep telling
He's not
you.
a fraud. He's not a fraud.
All of them, they all are for me.
He's not a fraud. When everyone listen, when people remember when what's his name went to Real Madrid? Not Real Madrid, Barcelona. Rafinha. He was the one who said, "Look, he's going. He's not." And the people know he's a fraud. But what happened? He joined Barcelona. He's got contacts. Some journalists have got contacts, and you've got to know the ones who've got the right contacts, and he hasn't. Some of them have got some very good contacts.
Listen, hold on a minute. Let's just read what JK has to say. Nick, you would only believe news that will benefit us. What you realize? What? I realized. I said something and he realized. Yeah.
Nick,
I said a lot of things.
Nick, you're forgetting, yeah? Under the Roman era, yeah? No journalist got information at our club.
Even now they try and keep it quiet.
No. I'm talking the truth. I'm talking the truth here.
Yeah, of course. Roman ain't stupid to let these idiots come in and just talk about Chelsea. I wouldn't. If I was, and they can't get nowhere near Chelsea. Don't believe in this Matt Law.
But listen, they did. If Matt Law was a mouthpiece at Chelsea when Roman Abramovich was there, okay, so they do have people who they feed stories to. Kai Havertz. But how do you know that? No, but I don't like. No, I'm saying you got to see the track records, and how do you know about a transfer before it happens? Because the journalists have got the information. Some of them have got information, and they do get information. You got to realise that they're not all frauds. Not all of them are frauds. They have their contacts.
No, they have. So do I. So do you. So does
Bobby. No, they have their. They have their contacts.
I don't believe that. I don't believe.
Of course, they have contacts. That's their job.
What contacts? Tell me what contacts.
What do you mean? What contacts? They have.
They contact from each other. One says the Pochettino's on the way. The other one says
they know agents. They know other people. Of course, that's their job is to do.
They don't know nothing. What you,
Bobby, you're wrong.
Or me, or Bobby, or Deals.
Yeah, of course they do. That's their job. Why would I know more than the journalists? If my job was a job,
I'm not saying more. I'm saying we.
Can we talk about the game?
Max, hold on. No, Max has to understand.
Look, I'm not understanding. Listen, I'm
you understand the news they give us, we know already.
We don't know it already. How do we know it? How do you know it already? No,
because we know it already.
No, but how? But how did you know? How did you know?
From them, we didn't know from them.
Yeah, but how did you know that he was one of the guys on the list?
I told you it's obvious.
It's not obvious. It's not obvious. It's obvious. It was obvious because the journalist. It was obvious because the journalist.
No, man, I don't read.
And that's why it was obvious.
I don't read. I don't look at them.
How did you know that Fernandes was coming to Chelsea? Enzo Fernandes.
Not through these fraudsters. No one. No.
How did you know that he was coming to Chelsea then?
I have my source. That's how I know. I know. I have someone who tells me not to believe these fraudsters, and I don't believe that. I don't care what you say.
No, but they told us that he was coming 6 weeks before he came.
I said it on this show. We were live, and I said, Bobby was here. I don't know if Deals was here, and I said on that night when he actually came on that night, and I said it because I had someone told me he's coming. He's going to be announced in a second, and it was. I don't need this Matt Law or whatever Favoritz or whatever stupid name he has. They're all frauds. We shouldn't be allowed anywhere near Chelsea. Never.
They're not frauds. Not all.
Yes, they are. They are, Max. Sorry. Let's bring Bobby.
We'll agree to disagree because they're not.
Me and you don't agree on that. We never have. I want to hear Bobby. Welcome to a lively Blue Stand tonight.
Big up Bobby. Big up Bobby.
Yeah.
Yes, Bobby. You're right.
Yeah. I've forgotten where I was going to start today.
Start from the game, and you can come to the journalists after.
Oh no, the journalists. I don't really have anything to say about that.
The
game, well, what can we say? A bit of a nothing burger for us. I'm glad we didn't lose. I remember what I was going to say. Glad we didn't lose. Shows the same old, sort of problems we have. I don't know, not really having enough in midfield until Ruben came on. It was much better when he came on. Clearly, to me, that midfield is an area of total revamp. To me, the only two midfielders I think is worth remaining at the club in the process of a revamp will be Enzo and Kante. The rest are subject to change. Why do I say this? I've seen enough. I think that.
Sorry, Bobby, but this is not from a journalist, Max. This is from someone else.
I think carry on, he's Bobby. The main source. Yeah. He's the main source.
I think that we've been needing a midfield revamp for the past 3-4 years, maybe more, and we've not had that. We clearly need the physicality, which Ruben gave us. We clearly need the creativity, which nobody's really giving us at the moment. I watched a lot of Nkunku in the game between Leipzig and Borussia Mönchengladbach. He had a very good game, especially in the second half. He created the winning goal in a fantastic way. He is a baller. He's going to be that sort of creative player that we need. However, we do need two players in each position, which is another issue, and definitely a new goalkeeper. Oh gosh, my mind smells. Well, I was going to say something about Pochettino, and it's completely gone out of my head.
When you remember, you can come back. I mean, it was disappointing. Saturday. I can't lie. I thought we're going to win this game, but the only good thing what came out of it was Forest will probably survive because they're a massive club for me. As much as I don't want Leeds to go down, I don't want Forest going down again. I want the clubs that we shouldn't be here, like Bournemouth. They shouldn't be in the Premiership. They should be gone down. Even if they're top 4, they should be out of this league. The stadium is not big enough, and they're not famous enough. Don't tell me that they're with Forest and Leeds. But it looks like Leeds could. It's very tough. We're going to come to the table in a minute. Let's welcome JK as well.
Before we move. Going to say, never in my life have I ever wanted.
Go ahead,
Bobby. To lose the game. But against City, I think we can throw that one. Let's get the league away from the flipping.
I think it's done anyway. Even if we beat City, Arsenal are not winning this league.
Arsenal are flopped their ages ago, Bobby. They flopped their ages ago. Yeah, Woolwich boys. Woolwich boys flopped their ages ago.
So it'd be good to go. We got 3 tough games.
After we talk about Chelsea, Arsenal need a cooking. I'm sorry. Sorry, because this is the biggest. This is the biggest. But I'm telling you, this is the biggest bottle job in history. Oh my God!
It was a great. We must say that.
Bad. Bigger ones. I'm telling you, there have been bigger ones. I'll tell you what. I remember what I was going to say. I remember what I was going to say now.
Yeah, you're right.
I've always wanted us. I've been wanting us to get hold of Declan Rice in the middle of the park for us, but I'm hearing, some silly money. The Arsenal want to spend as much as 90 million.
Look, did you watch Brighton? Did you watch Caicedo?
Bobby.
Bobby, did you watch it? Deals, hold on. You said
Arsenal are looking to bid 90 mil for Rice and 300k in wages. Listen, mate. He ain't worth 100 mil. He ain't worth.
He's not worth.
No, because not only that. Look, you all watch. Bobby, you all watch Brighton. We saw how great Colwill is. We saw how great, of course, we knew Billy Gilmore was. Shame he's gone. But we saw Caicedo, what a midfielder he is. What a player. You're talking about Declan Rice when you have a player like Caicedo there.
Caicedo, I believe, was playing right back against Arsenal.
Yeah, but he done the job. He's a great player.
Yeah, I know. Very versatile. Plays
that's what I'm saying.
Man. Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying when people.
Do you know who he reminds me of?
No.
He reminds me of an old player, that can actually play versatile players positions.
Yeah. Michael Essien.
As a midfielder.
He does a bit, actually.
And a centre back and a right back.
Yeah.
Essien, that was.
Yep, good comparison. Essien is the best name for this guy. I mean, I see lots of traits in him.
And he's still young. He's another young, he's going to be something. We have to get this player.
He's a Chelsea fan as well.
Yes, exactly, JK. While we're thinking, even mentioning Declan Rice, I don't understand, honestly.
Because he's a good player, that's why.
Yeah, he's
a good player,
and he's a leader. And he's got good leadership qualities. That's why. Yes, he's a leader. Bob, I'm saying you're talking nonsense today, man.
A crap West Ham side. What's he going to lead?
What do you mean a crap West Ham side? He got this West Ham side into Europe a couple of times.
No, oh god.
Yeah, he finished them. Yeah, they finished.
I can't lie to you.
No,
Rice is a good player. He's not rubbish.
Max, I don't rate him, never have he. You know my thoughts on.
Yeah, because he plays for West Ham, not because of his play. That's why he don't rate him.
Oh god.
Of course it is. Come on now.
Nick, I'm telling you, this Declan Rice guy is a very good player. I'm telling you.
He's a good player, yes, but he's for us.
JK.
Yeah.
Because we got other options,
Yes.
Who would you rather pick? A Rice?
So you're going for, let's see what Poch does.
I never said that. I just said he's a good player.
Yeah, he's a good player. We all said, he's a good player. There's a lot of good players in this league, in this Premiership. He's just one of them. He's not as great as some people make out. The next John Terry. That's what our fan base are thinking.
He's not. He's not going to be the next John Terry.
Yeah, but that's what they say. That's why I get annoyed.
Nick, you know what this fan base sometimes they can get ahead of themselves.
Max never says silly things. He says the truth. He's a good player. I don't know about leader. I don't think you'd be a leader for Chelsea. No. Maybe he can lead another team. I don't care about. Not for us. No.
I think Arsenal want him more. Can't lie. Arsenal.
I don't care. I don't want to know about Declan Rice. Let's get Caicedo in.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I know you're right. What you're saying. He's a good player. Yes.
Caicedo is a good player, but Caicedo's 22 as well, and that's the thing. We need a bit of he may be, but that's the thing with our fan base. We keep talking about this guy's 22. Where's our experience in the team? Where is the experience? Yeah, but where is our? We need a mix. We can't have a team full of. Okay, you're the same guys. Hold on. You're the same guys who's saying, "Oh, we want to win now." Okay, if we're building a project to win in 3 or 4 years' time, get all these youngsters in. Don't expect. I don't mind because I'm willing to be patient and sit back and watch them develop. But a lot of you guys who are saying you want these kids in, these kids are not going to win anything.
You have to have the balance. Look, we're not
winning. You need the balance, exactly.
Yeah. But we have Kanti, we have Thiago. All right, if Koa goes as one, Astrid's going less experience. We're going to have more youngsters than experience. Yeah, but I like these youngsters we have. I do like them. If they start playing, I'm not, saying go and win the league next year. It'd be a great bowl. It'd be massive. But, just play better. Give us some performances. Show some fight, passion. And I don't care. I'm used to not winning the league. I had to wait 50 years to win the league. So, won't bother me like you. But, our young fan base, are they going to give Pochettino 2-3 years? That's the question. Yeah. No, me, you, or all of us here will give him time, but I'm talking about the fan base who don't give time. That's most of them. Don't forget.
No. But can I just say what I have to say at the moment? But
go
first,
ahead.
I just want to cover this thing. I was actually laughing a lot when I was seeing you and Nick argue, Max and Nick argue about the journalist.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Nick,
Yeah.
You don't know more. Respectfully, you don't know more than Fabrizio. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I do. All
Fabrizio,
I'm saying I don't believe
statistically,
them. I don't
he's the
listen
best
to them.
journalist.
I don't care what he is.
And he's the
Yeah.
most reliable out there.
For
you know
you.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
And because then, if that's the case, I would not see any Ben Jacobs getting the trophy in the best journalist thing. You know when they did the what's it called, the Ballon d'Or thing? They ranked the journalists. They give trophy to the
didn't even
journalists.
know.
Fabrizio's won it 3 times, so I don't think so. So no one can call Fabrizio a fraud.
Yeah.
I think that's very disrespectful. I can't allow it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's one of the best.
it's not just it. I'll call all of them frauds because they're Twitter journalists. They're
Fabrizio's
not real
not a fraud,
journalists.
and that's just a fact. You know what I'm saying?
For you,
his track record. His
Let me
track
ask you
record proves he
a
isn't.
question.
His track record proves it.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, his track record as well. Max even said a good point.
You see with the transfer market, yeah. You see
Yeah.
if we're going for info for certain players, yeah, and other clubs are interested in them, yeah. Like say for instance, Champions League teams are in there, yeah, for the player. Is there a huge possibility we can still get the player over that club?
Yeah, good question.
What question is it?
What was it? Sorry, I just watched Liverpool go 1-up against Leicester.
They're going
What was the
1-up.
question?
Oh God, already.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the question?
JK.
Yeah, I can hear.
Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, but a bit slow. Put your mic a bit higher.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but not very loud. That's the thing. I hear you, but I think you should try and get a bit louder.
I want to go get my headphones in. Wait there.
Yeah, that's why. Because usually you're so clear, and lately you
But
haven't been.
if I wanted to, but let's go back on the football. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, should I be too mad at this result? I should be, but I can't because we're safe. Do you get what I'm saying?
We were safe all season. For me,
I know
it's
we're
not about
safe all
safe.
season, but
It's no good for me. It's no.
At least we wouldn't finish somewhere embarrassing like But still, this was a horrible season. If we look at if we just look at the
next
stats,
3 games,
everything alone,
we can still finish 15th or something. We lose the next 3. You know.
Yeah, I know. But like as I said, this is still a bad season, horrible season. I get why you said this was the worst, although you've seen way worse, Nick. It's because
I've seen way worse.
I think with the team, with the quality of the team we have, with the quality of the team we have, this is there cannot be any. This cannot be relegation form. I mean, literally, if you look at our stats this season, they were literally. You can look at this team and say, how did this team not get relegated? Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, I think I have a friend. Okay, not friend, more than a friend, girlfriend. I think she's from Spain. She's from Spain. And what's it called? And she supports Real Sociedad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because she's from that area. Do you know what I'm saying? Her family's from that area. So I showed her the Chelsea stats, and I showed her all the stats of the season, and I asked her, what team do you think will get relegated? She pointed out Chelsea, and when I showed her the position we were in, she pointed out Chelsea. I'm telling you, she pointed out Chelsea.
Yeah.
And when I showed her the position that we are in, she said, as she saw we were 11th, and she was like, "What the hell?" I'm telling you, with the stats like this should be 18th or 20th.
Yeah, for me, I
you know what I'm saying?
Never, you know what we were saying before. I was never worried for us to go down. We were saying because of form we were showing really bad form. In a way, we deserve to go down.
We deserve to. We've moved on from this.
Yeah.
We've moved on from this. We should be looking at what comes next. We're not going down. I don't.
No, we knew, Bobby. We were saying with no chance.
Bobby, we were not going down. But if you look at it, the form looks like we should be going down. As I said, this woman I know, this girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? My girlfriend, she was like, oh, she looked at all the stats from goals, conversion rate, goals expected per match. She looked at this. She looked at the stats and was like, "I'm sure Chelsea is 19, right?"
So JK, hold on. I have 2 Bobbies. Hold on.
I'll tell you who's going down. Leicester has gone 2-0 down.
Bobby, which is the real Bobby? Oh yes. Okay, go carry on. Sorry, Chubbs. Yeah.
She looked at the
Hang on,
stats and
is
she
that
was
better
saying,
now?
I don't know how Chelsea is not 19 because that is appalling. And I think, let me tell you this, Nick.
Is
And
that okay now?
I do not want,
You're all right now, Bobby.
Nick.
Thanks.
I do not want Chelsea.
Yeah.
I do not want Chelsea to ever. No offense. I do not want Chelsea to ever touch an English manager again. Do not ever touch an English.
Unless it's
Because
unless it's Roy Hodgson for me.
No. Roy Hodgson would have done nothing here.
He's
You know
got
what
to
I'm
be too
saying?
old. I'm just
See,
saying.
I'm telling you, they cannot manage big clubs. Eddie Howe is an exception. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you can at least tell that he is trying to change.
He's just got
Have
lucky.
some sort of
He got
mentality.
lucky.
You know what I'm saying?
He's
But the rest of them,
a good
nah,
coach.
I don't. No, Nick.
Even Howe wouldn't have done anything with us.
No, Nick. There's a reason why they have not won the Premier League before.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm
it's
joking.
Because they don't have the mentality. They don't have the mentality.
The last great English manager we had for me, I think Glenn Hoddle comes up and Dave Sexton. I'll put them up there with anyone.
But Glenn Hoddle.
Yeah.
Glenn Hoddle finished 13th twice.
Yeah, but he made us play attractive football.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm playing devil's advocate because I thought Glenn Hoddle was a good manager. But sometimes a good manager doesn't have to win you things. A good manager can be somebody who
saw attractive football. We were excited. Even when we lost, we were excited.
Or somebody he laid the foundations to the success that we had afterwards.
But
so I can't say
we are not Southampton.
I don't agree with JK. Right now, there I know no English manager is going to come and take Chelsea forward for sure. We know
it's a fact. It's
how
a fact.
would have done. Look at how
I don't know. He done it for. We don't know if he would have done it for us.
We don't even know if he's going to win Leicester a trophy. Let's be honest.
Newcastle,
do you know what I'm saying? So
Newcastle, yeah.
They can have these honeymoon periods. Like for example, Lampard came in his first season and got us top 4. You know what I'm saying? But he bottled the FA Cup final.
True.
But to be honest, I don't blame him. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I think Arsenal cheated in that game. There were lots of decisions that didn't go our way. Do you know what I'm saying? It was unfair. I'll be honest. So
I agree with you. What you're saying, really.
Yeah. So but that's just for me. For me, I'm not even going to stress about the draw against Forest.
No, it's not.
I'm tired of shouting about this team. It's not good for me. You know what I'm saying?
We still have to analyze the game. As bad as we are.
That's what I have to say. I do want to talk about the game.
Yeah, but the thing is, the season's over. You saw Forest needed it more than we did. So
of course, yeah.
We're going through the motions at the moment. We're just waiting to see.
I think the only thing the reason why I'm okay is because we finally announced Poch. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm looking forward to see what you do. You know what I'm saying? When you come to the team.
You know, someone I've been listening to ex-Tottenham players, not under Poch, older players, and they were saying, really good stuff about Poch, how badly Tottenham wanted him back, and he didn't want to go back. He didn't want to go back because we all know why. That chairman Levi wasn't going to,
I promise you.
Poch, I heard good things, about Poch.
Nick,
so let's hope. I hope they talk. He proves me wrong.
Nick, this Poch guy. Let me tell you about Poch.
Yeah.
This manager will make players suffer on the training bridge. Do you know what I'm saying? I think there was a vacation where they took Tottenham players. I think it was after. Wasn't it not the season where they went to the final? They had a good season of the Champions League. I think there was a pre-season tour where Poch took them. I think wasn't it not Japan, Argentina, or somewhere? And he made them run. I think he made them run up the mountain.
You know what? If it's true, what like everyone's saying that the Bowley's going to let Poch do all the football stuff, he's got a chance. I think Bowley's realised too, all the mistakes now. I think, that's why they gave with Poch.
Yeah, Nick, I'm telling you. This manager, he's going to push. I'm telling you, you will see lots of our players vomiting on the pitch.
He's not only that.
Knowing that they've been used to a training.
The fight back, the spirit back at this club,
Nick, knowing that they've been used all season, they've been used to a training session where they could just do crossbar challenge and volleyball and everything. I am telling you, our players are going to get sick.
Training sessions, you know what?
It was like driving Miss Daisy, man.
Yeah, you know, when I was watching our players train, I thought they in
they spend more time laughing than they.
Yeah, in the playground.
If they're laughing too much, then they're not training hard.
Kids in the playground.
Coach is going to come in that room and you know what? Less laughing, giggling. You are going to run around this training ground 150 times because this. You think you're going to come? You think Kai Havertz is going to come? Slow Kai Havertz, effortless Kai Havertz going to come and be pressing for a good 90 minutes? Do you know what I'm saying? If Havertz is staying, I feel sorry for him.
You know what's
him in particular. You know what I'm saying?
I heard a story about Lambert when he was at Southampton, and he said but he said to Poch, "Oh Poch, can we run less next week?" And then Poch just said, "Okay." On the Monday, rather than running less, they ran double.
Yeah, that's what you call a good manager.
He went into the changing room and said, "Guys, I think we're going to do less running this week."
Max, also Jose Mourinho. The amount of times I've seen Jose,
like that.
The amount of times I've seen Jose Mourinho comment how good this manager is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Nick, even Mourinho likes him. Do you know what I'm saying?
We lack fitness. What is blatant off this season is a lack of fitness. Our players have been so unfit this season. That's why we haven't been able to compete a lot this season.
You know, I've never said Poch is a bad manager. I always said he's a good manager. But because I wanted Jose back, that's why. That's the reason.
Max, I feel incredibly sorry
was angry because
Chelsea
didn't go and ask Jose before they went and got Poch.
And the other good thing about Poch, there was a stat, and his Southampton team covered the most distance by 4 kilometres above any other team in the Premier League. And then Tottenham, when he took over Tottenham, I think they were bottom of kilometres covered. Yeah. When he finished at Tottenham, they moved from the bottom to the fourth highest of kilometres covered on the pitch. So this guy likes a high pressing game, and with pressing, you need to be fit. You need to be getting up and down the. So if any shirkers, as certified said, you get any of these, people who just want to walk around the pitch, then find another club now, mate, because this club ain't for you.
I hope he's like that, really.
And that's the minimum I want to see from our players. And obviously we need talent and things. It's not always just about running around. It doesn't make you a good player, but you need a skill. But if you look at the difference with Man City and Liverpool, when Liverpool won, not only are their players skillful, but they're prepared to play at a high energy throughout the whole game. And if we do get two good players in every position, look at Gundogan, for instance. Gundogan hasn't, he hadn't played for half the season or regularly. This guy's come in at the business end of the season, and that same thing as we did last season. Remember, it was his 2 goals that won when they did that comeback against Aston Villa. It was him who scored the 2 goals to win them the league last season. He's coming at the business end and he's scoring goals.
Because they got proper, medical stuff, training stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But then what he does. What Pep and the Klopp to some extent, not this so much this season because Liverpool had lockdowns, but they know when to rest players and bring in players. So if we got 2 good players for each position, like what Jose always said, we don't want a big drop off. If, for instance, one of our midfield players doesn't play, the guy who comes in to cover him has to be.
It's going to take time to get.
Yeah,
every single position, 2 players like you said. That's what we need. To start challenging City.
Yeah,
they're flying away, man. Oh God.
Yeah,
they're really flying. They're gonna do the treble, and that's But
what would But what would be good for us next season, especially with the way that Poch likes to train, is the fact that we haven't got Champions League football next season.
Yeah, that's one.
Because he can get them to that optimum fitness on the training ground. You know, working on training.
You think can he do a Conte? Can he do a Conte? Remember what he did?
I know. It's
not impossible, but he's going to
you
take
know what?
something.
If he gets in the spine, if he gets the spine right, gets the goalkeeper, a good imposing midfielder, and someone who can put the ball in the back of the net, and gets the strong spine, then it's not impossible.
Even if it's on, for me, Max, I want, as long as we're challenging up there, even if he finishes 6th, I'll be happy.
Fifth gets us back into the Champions League next season.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that'd be about 6 even. It won't be a bad season to where we are now and to bring us back up there, back in the top 6.
But when you think, because this side has been short and confident, when you think next season Newcastle are going to be playing Champions League, that's going to be foreign to them because they haven't been in Europe for ages. So to juggle Europe and the Premier League, Arsenal are going to be playing proper Champions League. And again, because this season they play Europa, where they can play, they can play a B team, but no, they can't afford to play that in the Champions League.
I'll see Newcastle.
Brighton are going to be in Europe, probably.
Yeah, Brighton have a good chance.
And you saw what happened with Burnley when they went into Europe; they struggled the season after. So the teams above us, Man U, probably play Champions League. So all of them have got something. We've got no excuses. If we can get it right in pre-season and Poch can hit the ground running, we've got no excuses not to get back into the top 5 or 6. Yeah,
get that squad down to 25 at least.
That is the key to get rid
of all these players. Because it affects everything. Like they said, we're queuing to go in the changing room at training because there's too many of us. There was, imagine players, and it's true. How did we become a 30-man squad? I don't know how. What happened?
Those guys, they messed up because what they should have done, they should have, even if they did get some players, they should have loaned them back. Apparently, Enzo. Yeah. Enzo, we could have got cheaper.
Really?
by buying him and loaning him back, but Enzo didn't want it though. It was apparently Enzo wanted to leave then because Chelsea were happy. Chelsea were actually happy to pay less and get Enzo at the beginning of next season. Strike a deal similar to what we've done with Nkunku. But Enzo was the one who said he wanted to leave.
I think he deserves the money anyway. I think. Because he's a great player, he's going to be one of our the future of Chelsea. Him and Mudryk hopefully. And let's before we come to the
when we're doing the ratings
right now. Just before we do the ratings, I just want to mention the our little thing we have predictions. I came top. JK, I got 4 correct scores. Imagine if I got 4. You got JK got 2. Dex got 2. Deals on 0. Deals, where are you, man? Deals hasn't got a correct score since we started the show. You know that. But at least JK, you got 2, but I got 4. And Dex got 2 as well. Actually, one of his Dexys was 2-2 Chelsea. He got it. He's watching Liverpool right now. But JK, you there?
Yeah. I'm here. I'm just doing something.
Did you hear? I said I got 4 correct scores.
So you got what?
4. I got 4 correct.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you got 2, and then Dex got 2. Deals 0. Bobby had wins, draws, and he had a few. Because he doesn't
give getting stuff correct. Okay, what game did I get correct?
You got you got the Everton City 3-0. City 3-0 you got. And you got what's the other one? Is it only 1 or 2? No, it's you got Palace 2, Bournemouth 0.
Oh yeah, I did.
Look, I've got Villa 2, Tottenham 1. I got United 2, Wolves 0. And I've got Palace 2, Bournemouth 0. And I've got which one? Yeah, that's 4, isn't it?
You were on fire today, then.
I was on fire. I had 4 correct scores. I never usually want 2 or 1. But
Nick,
I always
do you know
have,
what's funny?
yeah,
Do you know what's funny? In my head, when I was predicting Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, I had 2-2 in my head. I just had a feeling.
Dex got that 2-2 Chelsea. He got it. Yeah. Dex got Chelsea, and he got a City like you did, 3-0. But I'm stupid because I keep doing this and I don't go and put a bet. If I went to the betting office and put, this result 4, it's a lot of money. Even you just put a £5 on it. I never do it. I don't bet. I only do it on here. But I'm going to start doing that because I'm getting all these correct scores.
Once you start doing it, you can get everything wrong, Nick.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. You're right. As soon as I put something on, I won't win. But I have to try it because, especially like the Super 6. Even that, I had 4 correct scores, but I still didn't win because you have to get 6. You understand? If you don't get 6 right, they don't go the highest. Even if you got higher points than Jeff Sterling, you still go in the pot and they draw the winner out. So I've never been lucky with that. But I called them once. I said, "Oh, I'm getting all these points and I ain't won nothing. What's going on?" Yeah, but it's part of the luck of the draw. They said. Oh.
Nick, what did I predict for Liverpool?
Liverpool. Yeah, we have this game left. Yeah, Deal said 2-0 Liverpool. I said 1-0 Leicester. Actually, I've gone
Leicester.
I said 1-0 Leicester to give them some hope, to survive.
I predicted the Liverpool win, I'm sure.
You said 1-1, JK. You have it here 1-1. Dex said 2-0. So me and you finished. Deals has a chance to get one right. God, can he do it? Can Deals do it? It'd be funny. They got 2-0 Liverpool, both Dex and Deals. Yeah, anyway, let's go back to the Chelsea. Let's go for the ratings now. See what all of you think. I'll start with Max, and then we go onwards. Bobby, JK, and me last. Yeah, all right. Mendy, Max.
You can't get more than a 2, really, can they? Use that 4.
Very generous. 2.
No.
Nothing's about
Did you have any saves? Yeah, I don't know if he had any saves, but he made a howler. The second goal, I thought he wasn't to blame for the second goal.
He could have stopped that. That was the defense.
Oh, come off it. Oh, sorry, you said he couldn't stop it. Yeah, it was right. It was a bullet header. It was poor marking.
Open
poor
goal.
Marking.
Yeah.
But the first goal, he was lack of communication. And I think since he went to the Africa, I don't know what happened to him. Since he went to the African Cup of Nations, he's just not come back the same player.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like they swapped him for his twin brother. They kept him.
He's not the same.
Kept him in Senegal and brought his twin brother.
He's not the Mendy we were praising.
Yeah.
Remember when he first came? We were under Tuchel. What a goalkeeper we have, the best in the world. We were saying. But,
and you're kind of wondering whether that was just his, some people hit their peak and have one season wonder. I'm wondering whether he was always an average keeper, but he just hit the jackpot.
He was. He came from nowhere. Don't forget. He was. He came from nowhere, and he proved it. Proves it now. Yeah. So 2 for you. Yeah.
3.
3. Go ahead. All right. Yeah. 3's all right. Bobby, or you giving Mendy? Oh, Bobby's come out.
Bobby's gone.
I
think he had some
JK
problems.
Yeah, JK.
Yeah.
Mendy.
Mendy gets a 2. I mean, the whole game, not only the goals, but he's just not good enough.
Yeah. 2, 3 Max, 2 for you. Bobby, are you back? Yes.
Yeah, each time I try and unmute. I just slide.
Oh, you hit the wrong button. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, go. Sorry, Bobby.
Mendy 1 for me is time to
terrible,
go.
wasn't he? It was terrible to come out like that. You didn't have to, really. But yeah. For me, what can I give him? I don't hate Mendy. I used to like the guy when he came in. We thought, what a great goalkeeper we have. But it all went wrong for him. So yeah, I'll give him 1, like Bobby. Terrible. 1, yeah. Let's go to Chalobah. We start with Chalobah.
I thought he was decent yesterday because when you think he's playing in a position that he's not used to, he was adventurous going forward. I thought he linked up quite well with Madueke down that side. Didn't he? It wasn't his cross for the Sterling goal, wasn't it? It was his cross, wasn't it, for Sterling's first goal? Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving him 8. I thought he was decent.
Yeah, he was. 8 for you.
No, it says 7.5.
7.5, yeah.
Yeah.
JK?
Who we rating?
Chalobah.
Chalobah will get the same. I think I'll give him a 7. He was good today. He was good yesterday. Nick, I'm gonna leave. Because I actually have to do something.
All right, no problem.
I'll say my rest of my scores in the comments so you can read them out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No problem. Yeah. Put them in the comments. Yeah. Okay. Bobby.
Yeah, I have to give Chalobah 8. He did very well.
He did. Game. Yeah. I have to agree with Bobby. I think he was our best player, really. 8. Yeah, for me as well. I think he was our best player. Let's go to Silva, Max.
Silver. I'll give him 6.5. He was okay. He was at fault as well as Mendy as well. The lack of communication from 3 of them, I think, and the marking. He was meant to be marking for the second one as well. So again, you got to look at the central defence for not marking properly.
True.
Actually, 6. I said 6.5. 6 he gets.
I think that's fair. What you're saying. Bobby.
Yeah, I have to repeat that. Silva showed signs of his age a little bit. Struggled in some aspects of the game. It's just, he's now playing a lot with his head more than his body. But still a class act. But I do have to give him 6 for that game.
Yeah. For me, he wasn't a normal Silva. But, I can't blame him too much because the whole team is not helping. So yeah, I think 6 is is fair, very fair. Yeah, 6 is good. Badia Show, Max.
Again a 6, I think. I can't remember a lot what he. Trying to think his game was.
Yeah,
it was a funny old game because we were more on the attack. And they were just hitting us on the counter at times.
We had the ball, but we couldn't do nothing with it.
Yeah. Again, a 6 because again, you look at the 2 goals were poor. As a whole unit, as a defence, I thought the goals, especially the centre. Yeah. You got to look at both centre defenders, especially letting that guy getting the 2 headers in. So 6.
6. Yeah. Bobby.
Yeah, I have to be the same. Badia Shield disappointing with that. Cross, so 6. He wasn't one of his better games.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, as I was going to say. What can I give him? Usually he gets really high marks. He's always great, but I think we can't give Badia Shield more than Silva or Chalobah. Chalobah, of course, is different. He was the best. 6 is fair. Let's go to Lewis Hall. Max, our last debut game for him.
Yeah, 5. He wasn't great yet. He's still young. He's not going to have great games all the time.
Yeah.
And this wasn't one of his better ones for me. And one thing I wish this boy would do is put a bit more wary behind his shooting, because again he had the situation where he had that shot. He doesn't put enough. I'm not sure he hits the ball with a lot of conviction against Liverpool. No, Man City. Remember in the cup, he had 2 glorious chances to score.
I think his
and again,
confidence
not getting.
hasn't played him enough, really, has he?
Yeah, but in front of goal, I think I'm not sure if he panics a bit or doesn't. Yeah, but again, as I said yesterday, that opportunity. But yeah, he'll come back. You know,
I have full faith
because he
in
didn't
him.
play well. I still see a lot of promise in this guy. So
I like Luis Hall.
So,
one of his worst games, I must say.
Yeah.
You're right. So how much? 5 you said?
5 yesterday.
5, yeah. Bobby.
Yeah, Lewis Hall. Yeah, there were errors in his game. I'm going to give him 6 just because of his age and the fact that he doesn't shrink away. He comes out smoking really, and he just needs a bit more exposure, perhaps a bit more game time.
Yeah,
I don't know
true.
what Poch will do with him because he's actually a midfielder. To be fair to the lad, he's not a left back, so it'd be interesting to see whether he's sent on loan or whether he remains in the squad and develops under Poch.
Yeah, I'll get you. Welcome back, Deuce. I'll come to you in a second when we're doing the ratings. Luis Hall for me. I have to go in the middle with both of you. I'm gonna say 5.5. I like him, but like I said, he didn't get enough game time. Even Camino, they could have used him more as a sub, really. But yeah, 5.5. What's happened to Deuce? He was here a minute ago. It's funny they come and go like that.
Probably some network issues.
Yeah, something. Yeah, he's got connect. Usually his connection is very good, always, but happens, I suppose. Yeah, so let's move on to the midfield. Enzo, Max.
Yeah, Enzo, he was okay. He was decent enough. Some good balls. Who did he play an excellent ball to? Was miscontrolled. I can't remember who it was. But I love to see him playing with a striker who's just going to be playing on the last defender. Once we see that, he's going to be getting assists galore. I'll give him a 7.
7, yeah. You gave Chalobah 7.5.
Yeah.
7 for you. Yeah, I love Enzo myself always. Bobby.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Enzo. I just don't think he has the right people around him and couldn't really express himself until perhaps Ruben came on. The guy also needs a little bit of a rest. He's been playing and playing. If you watch how when new top players come to play with Pep Guardiola, even Jurgen Klopp, they're not played game after game after game. In fact, they spend quite a bit of time on the bench getting used to everything. But, part of that is because of the manager situation. So I'll give him 5.5, but he's just going through the motions at the moment.
True, yeah, I understand. Yeah, same with me. Was one of his better games, really. 5.5 is fair for me as well. Let's welcome Deals back. Deals, can you hear us now?
Big up. I've got my headphones.
Better. Yeah, that's it.
I've got my headphones
now I
in.
can hear you. See what a difference. Yeah, go on.
Nick, my headphones are playing up a little bit still.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, but I hear you clear now, very clear.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to when we done up to Enzo. Give me. I'll tell you the players that give me the marks, so you catch up with us. Mendy,
I'm gonna give him a 6. No. I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give him a 2. I'm gonna give him a 2.
That's more like it. I thought 6 was
the mistake that he made. The mistake he made. The mistake he made is oblivious, obviously, to how he performed. So I'm gonna give him a 2.
Yeah, we all did. We give him. Max gave him 3, the highest. Me and Bobby gave him 1.
Do you reckon? Do you not reckon? Do you not reckon that he's in bad form because of he's lost confidence a lot?
He's lost it. He's like Max said, since he came back from the African Nations Cup, he hasn't been the same. He's lost it really. He's just lost it. Don't forget, he came from nowhere. He wasn't at a club like all these other players who, more or less born at a club. He was working normal job, and he just come in. Yeah.
I think he's been bad on the ball this season. Current for this season. Last season he wasn't like that. He wasn't like that.
Don't forget what he did against Real Madrid, dribbling in the box. It wasn't just that game. He done it a few times.
He gave you a few hero moments when you had the ball at his feet.
Under Tuchel, remember, we were going mad. Why is he still in goal? I don't forget. It wasn't just that game; it was a few, and Tuchel persisted. That was, what Tuchel got wrong a lot at the end.
But he's had a few good games, though. He's had a few good games.
In the beginning, he was great. He was great in the beginning. Yeah. But he lost it, I think. Deals. So you said 2, yeah? Yeah, go. All right, let's go. Go ahead. Let's go to Chalobah.
Chalobah, I think he had a quality game still, defensively wise, and bombing up forward as well. I'm gonna give him a 7. I'm gonna give him a 7 still.
Okay. Thiago Silva.
Thiago Silva, he had a right game, but again, towards that goal, that decision of the making of the goal situation, I'm gonna give him a 7.5.
Okay. Yeah, Badiashile,
same as well. I'm gonna give him a 7.5.
Well, you're very generous.
Generous.
Yes.
Generous to the. Usually you're under 4s, 3, 2. You're so generous, God. It's like we won.
Defensively we was all right. We was okay. We was okay. Yeah.
All right, God. I don't want to argue right now. All right. Lewis Hall.
Lewis Hall, I feel that obviously he was showing that young side of him in the game. So I remember he's not coached properly yet. So let's be real. I'm gonna give him a 5. I'm gonna give him a 5 or 6.
That's I'll agree with you there. Enzo,
he's not playing in his natural position at the moment, but I'm gonna give him a 6.5.
Yeah, we said 5.56. We said.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're caught up. We'll go back to Max. Cover, Max.
He's either not tired again. He looks tired. He doesn't influence the game in any way. I don't think.
No, but who did? That's the thing.
No, 5.5.
Yeah, good. That's a good score, really, because they were bad, all of them, really. Average, say. Bobby.
Who's this?
Kovacic.
Cover was disappointing. Came off injured. Sometimes I don't know what he does on the pitch. He suddenly does a few blinding runs and, covers up a multitude of sins. I'm going to give Cover 3 today. I'm just concerned about him, really.
Yeah.
So what did I tell you, Nick? I think
you're right. I think you're spot on.
Yeah, I know he's not the Cover we saw, say 2 years ago.
He's always been like that, though.
He hasn't been always, not that bad. He was a good. For me, I liked him always.
No, I just think that he's a dribble merchant with not a lot else in his game.
Not just dribble. He put his foot in. He tackles. He does a lot of things. People don't give him enough credit, really.
He's had a lot of bad games this season, though. He's had a lot.
This season, but who hasn't? This season, who hasn't?
In the midfield. I'm talking about the midfield.
Yeah, in the midfield, in the back. The other midfielders have been great. Tell me who's been great.
No, they haven't. But let's be real.
Is Gallagher been better?
What I'm trying to say is that his end product isn't.
He's not as good as it was. Yeah. Oh yeah, I understand. He could be better. He was better before. And look, when he plays for Croatia, he's always bloody great. Still,
he saves himself for Croatia.
Because he's got Modric, I think, alongside him.
Yes, he's got Modric alongside him there, and he's got that Brozovic guy from Inter Milan.
Yeah, they have a good midfield. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. So where was I? Bobby, you said 3. Yeah, cover.
Yes.
Yeah, 3 for you. Deals cover.
Give cover like Bobby was saying. He played a bit confusing really. So I'm gonna give him a 2. I'm gonna give him a 2.
Oh wow. I can't give him less than a 5. Like if we gave Badia Shaw 5 and Lewis Hall. He's younger, but still on performance. So I'll give on that basis. On that, I'll give him 5. Yeah, not a great game, no. Let's move on to Gallagher, Max.
Gallagher. I'm trying to think what he did.
Nothing. It's one of those games I've never seen him play so.
He wasn't as energetic as he normally is he?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. No, that's what surprised me.
I think he got off one shot, if I remember rightly. But
yeah, one shot over the bar. Yeah.
4.
Yes, yeah. I don't blame you, Bobby.
Also, yeah, Gallagher's another one that confused me. He didn't have a good game at all. He really didn't. I like him personally. I always have high hopes for him, but that wasn't a good game. I'll give him 4.
4, yeah. Yeah, understandably. Deals?
See, with Gallagher, yeah, I don't think he's going to ever work out at our club.
A lot of gossip. It's like
no, not even a fact. Yeah, I think he's more suited to that type of level with Crystal Palace and that type of level where there's less expectation at the moment.
I think agree.
At the moment, but again, he's been okay at certain games this season for us, where he's been scoring goals outside the box 100%. But again, obviously, what does he offer all-round game? Not just scoring goals. What does he offer? Nothing. So let's be real. That game against Nottingham Forest, I don't feel that he had a good game. So I'm gonna give him a 1. I'm being real about it.
I hardly noticed him in that game, really. God. Yeah. Hardly. I'll give him 3 myself. Very bad game. A lot of rumors that he could be one of the players going as well. A lot of rumors, mind you. We're gonna hear a lot of rumors. Already, people, have named their players who are going to leave in, even before Pochettino does. So, let's go to Medvedki, Max.
He's one. What I like about he always tries. He's always trying to make something happen. But for me, he was dribbling in blind alleys a lot. Yes, on Saturday, and there was one situation where I was screaming at him with better vision, because I'm not sure if you guys remember when Gallagher was running on his left on the outside, a ball to Gallagher at any time. Gallagher's in on goal, but he dribbled into a blind alley where he's got crowded out and he lost the possession. But what I do like about him, as I said, he's always willing to learn things. He's going to get better with experience and more awareness.
Yeah.
But look, he's very confident that I'm going to give him a 6 just for he was. I said he's the only one who, when he got the ball, was trying to do a trick, do a pass or something. True. He didn't always get it right, but he
I do like that player. Before I go to you, Bobby, let's just read JK's marks as well. You say Badiashile 5, Thiago 5, Luis Hall 3, Enzo 6, Cover 3, shocking. Yes, he was, I'm afraid. Gallagher 3. His tackles look so reckless he could get a red, yeah, for sure. Sterling 8.5. That's his man of the match, Sterling. Felix, I love, but he was non-existent. I didn't know he even played. Yeah, and he's got here Enzo. He got Enzo. Medvedki 5.5. He tried, but need to work on creativity. Yes, I agree. Yeah, he tries. I love Noni. Yeah, he always tries, that player. Yeah, so that's his. Where are we? So we done.
We're on Bobby now to do
Medvedki. Yeah, Bobby.
Yeah, when I think of this kid, I get angry at Graham Potter. You know, he came to Chelsea for such players as this. I can't think of any player he has made better, and he came with a reputation of making players better.
Yeah.
This kid needs coaching. He's got a lot of raw ability, but, you know, he needs coaching. I know coaching takes time, but, you know, there's some basics that I would have hoped after the few months he spent under Potter wouldn't be happening in his game. It's quite clear that whoever has him now is going to have somebody that is going to need to be on a learning curve. He won't be a first teamer, but he will be there in the squad and developing. So I'll give him a 5.5 for that game, but clearly he does have a little way to go.
Yeah, I agree, Bobby. Yeah, Deals.
I thought that Mediake had a good game, but again, like Bobby and Max were saying, that he needs more developing. Once Pochettino comes in, I expect him to be developed into a better player that he is being coached at now. So against Nottingham Forest, he was making into certain drills, certain areas, like the basics as well, like Bobby was saying, that he needs to work on again. But again, that will come in time. So I'm gonna give him a 6.5.
Yeah, I love the guy, the player. He tries, like Max said, Bobby said, you said.
Yes.
Yeah, he always tries, the guy. I love him. Yeah, I'll give him 6 myself. Can't give him less. Yeah. Let's go to Felix, Max.
He's not a false nine. Everyone, this makes me laugh because a lot of people were saying, playing false nine. He was non-existent in that game. I think he had one good shot, didn't he, which went over the curler, which just went over the bar.
Frank doing? What's Frank doing? You know, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Honestly.
And especially because Forest were playing very, very deep.
Yeah.
And they had 3 at the back. So we had no when you're playing that 3 at the back, you need somebody who's going to occupy the defence. And we had no one. When it was easy for them, it was so easy for them to defend against us. And it was made easier because Felix was sort of coming deeper for the ball. He wasn't occupying the 6-yard box. And I just felt that maybe no fault of his own. It was the tactics, and he just made him look like a lost child out there. So because of that, as I said, he didn't really influence the game. I can't give him more than a 2, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
I like the player, but he was just.
We love the player, so do I love Felix, but not Saturday. Like Certified said, I didn't know he was on the pitch. Bobby.
Yeah, I'll give him 2 as well. I don't really have anything to say about Felix. You know, I just think Atletico know how to loan us the players that they know why they send them out on loan. So
Saul as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's never loan a player from. Sorry, Bobby. Yeah, sorry, Karen.
That's okay. I mean, I'm speechless. 2, I don't know. It's just disappointing.
Bobby made a good point. Let's never loan another player from Atletico. Unless we get third time lucky.
Are you not worried that? Are you not worried that Atletico Madrid are going to come in for Cucurella and Aubameyang as a swap deal for João Felix?
They can go as far as I don't mind the deals. What
again?
Go on, Max. Your turn.
As Nick will say, it's only paper talk, so don't take no notice of that.
Yes, it's too much. Too much talk going on, no action. That's the thing. Oh God. Deals. Sorry, Bobby. Did you say how many did you give Felix?
Yeah, I gave him 2.
Non-existent.
Max was saying, maybe third time lucky with them. Well, this is the third time. Remember Felipe Luis? I mean, he wasn't much at left back in the day.
But we got him on a permanent, that one, didn't we? Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know.
And we made the biggest mistake we made between us and Atletico was to give Thibaut Courtois 2
the
year
best deal they gave us. The best deal they gave us in their life. Yeah.
Costa.
Yeah, of course. No. Yeah. Let's hope we get the right strike, the right number 9 now. Let's see. Deals. Sterling. Oh, sorry, Felix. We leave Sterling last.
Yeah. You see Felix, yeah. I feel that he's good at certain oppositions against certain oppositions when it comes up against like certain oppositions. But again, he didn't show his intentionals on the ball that well. He wasn't driving with the ball well. It seemed like he was isolated. So I'm gonna give him a 6.
6, really?
Yes, I'm gonna give him a 6.
Yeah, we thought I don't remember him on the pitch. Really?
I'm gonna give him a 6 still.
Yeah, he had that shot I remember at the end. A long shot, really good shot.
Yeah, the one that just called over the bar.
There was no link-up play though. There was no link-up play or nothing. But
I don't blame Felix Steels. I blame Frank Lampard. What's he doing? What is he doing?
Yeah.
How can you what sort of formation is this? What I thought Porro was bad, but God, he's making me think now. I thought Porro was bad, but Frank is worse. Honestly, he's worse.
JK, I wouldn't say that too early. Still.
Under a good manager, Felix will thrive. Yes.
That's too early to say.
Yeah, maybe. Everything's early to say, but we see when he's on his game, he's some player, and he really.
Do you not think he's got an attitude problem?
No, he's not that. I don't think so.
What about you, Max and Bobby? Do you think he's got an attitude problem?
I don't know the guy to say that.
Yeah,
I know that he had a falling out with. I know he had a falling out with Simeone.
Yeah,
but Simeone he's one of those volatile managers as well. So similar to what Conte is, so he can fall that. I don't think he's given any trouble since he's been at Chelsea. It doesn't look like he's given us any trouble.
What do you think of the JK saying, Max? If we let Felix go to a complete club, we will regret it. I'm telling you.
But the thing is, I don't know. Felix is an enigma for me. He's somebody who's pleasing on the eye, good on the ball, but it's end product. That's my problem with him, is the end product. And it's not only at Chelsea. He didn't look at his record. I think someone put a stat out the other day that he's got more yellow cards than he has got goals in his career. He hasn't scored a lot at Atletico when he was in Portugal. He hasn't really.
But the way they were playing defensive,
The other thing is we're getting in a player. I know it's the Bundesliga, but I watched that game against obviously RB was on. I was watching Nkuku with because he's going to be he's a loanee, basically. He's on loan to the end of the season. So I was looking at how he had a fantastic performance. He was playing in between the lines. His passing was great. I think he assisted and scored. Did he? Yeah, but he looks very, very good with an end product because he scores all sorts of goals as well.
Yeah,
He's not. I don't think it's the Bundes. It's not the Bundesliga tax neither because this guy scores all sorts of goals.
Do you think? Yeah. Do you think with João Felix, the link-up play between him and Enzo could thrive under a proper manager? 100%.
Felix is a good player. I think.
Yeah, I like
listen.
Yeah, go on.
If he's coming to a side. The whole team are short on confidence. So I don't think. Okay, his end product has been great, but no one's end product's been great at Chelsea at this season. And when goals are hard to come by, people, as I said before, I think people start snatching at chances. They're not free in the way they play.
Confidence.
So given under different circumstances with a team who are doing well, then he can be good. Yeah, what he needs to do, that if he wants to stay, remember what we were saying earlier about I think Certified said the same thing. He's got to off the ball. He's a bit lazy. That's why Deals is saying he's got a bit of a
that's true. That's his only fault for me.
If he wants to work under Pochettino, he's going to be having to work hard off the ball as well. He can't just come alive when he's got the ball. I remember when Jose Mourinho said something about Loftus-Cheek that time to try and put a rocket at his backside, saying whenever he's got, he only comes alive when he has the ball to his feet. That's why it reminds me of this guy as well.
Another comment from JK. Yeah, good comment here actually. Max, he's not a goal scorer. He's a player who carries the ball from deep and creates for the striker in a 10. I suggest Chelsea give him another loan so he can play with Nkunku. I think we are going to give him. He's going to get another loan. Yeah, go on,
I get that. Yeah, I do get that.
Yeah, good
but
comment.
In a side devoid of goals, you need your attacking players to be contributing with goals. Because we're going to have the same issue that we've had in the last couple of seasons. I need my attackers to be contributing at least 9 or 10 goals a season. If we can get 9 or 10 goals from all three attackers and then 20 or 30 goals from your main striker, then you're winning.
Yeah, I think JK is right. I don't blame Felix because
again, I said it before. It's the whole team are suffering. So that's why I'm not. And I'll if we can get him on a loan for the next season and see how he gets. I wouldn't be willing to pay 80 million or whatever it is.
Give him another season, and they can always give him a contract after that.
But I'd like to see him another and see how he gets on in better circumstances. Oh, what a goal that is! Trent,
well, that's 2-0, is it? Was it 2-0?
No,
3-0. So
that was a great goal.
All the predictions have gone out the window. Deal said 2-0. Dex said 2-0. So Liverpool looks like they're going to go catching up with United now. God.
Yeah, that was a great free kick.
Yeah.
But as I said, I'll give him another go for next season.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We must. Remember when he first came in? Was it the first game he had? He was so good. If I remember, did he score that game? I'm not sure.
But you're right, Bobby. I think you're right. You're spot on. Yeah. The only reason why I said what's it called, Max? You're right. You're spot on about about João Felix being in the false nine. Yeah. But the only reason why we was asking for him to play as a false nine is because we've never seen him play there for us yet.
Yeah, now we know why he doesn't.
Yeah. I think under a proper manager, we're going to see a better Felix. Frank Lampard doesn't have a clue with any formation right now. Like I said, after
I'm going to make a sort of bold statement about Felix, which is not something I was keen to do, but I think the way we're playing and our lack of finishers, sometimes you have to see the handwriting on the wall. I've watched this guy for Atletico, watched him for Portugal. He flatters to deceive a lot, and we've got enough of that in the team. We need people that can finish. We need a finisher alongside Nkunku, not another flatterer. I wouldn't give him another loan. I'll let him go. He can go anywhere he likes.
Really?
He's not gonna,
I think
he's not going to do any more than he's doing.
Yeah.
If there's anybody that there might be hope to develop, it's I would rather try and develop Gallagher, because Gallagher, at least he scores. This geezer doesn't score. Play him anywhere. He just keeps hitting the post for you.
I don't know. I like Felix. I don't know. Yeah.
Bobby, wouldn't you say that Felix is more direct than Gallagher, though? Wouldn't you say that?
Yeah,
I would say that, but I'm tired of seeing players.
That's what I'm saying. He's got no end product there. That's the thing.
I'm tired
what
of
Bobby's
that.
saying.
I've lost patience with that. Even Sterling, he got 2 goals yesterday, but he's inconsistent.
That's what I was saying.
I'm fed up with that.
But the only reason, Bobby, I said that I'll give him another loan, because the reason I said maybe is because the circumstances this season where everyone's been low in confidence. I'd like to see him.
I get it. I do.
Yeah, and if he still doesn't do anything next season, I wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. I'm not willing to part with anything there, even if it's 60 million. I'm not willing to part with that sort of money for him. I prefer to see him under different circumstances to see what he's capable of.
But Max,
and if he's still not going to produce,
and Bobby and Nick, we got other areas to deal with first. We got other matters. At the moment.
I know, and that's the other thing as well. If it means getting him, we don't address another area. I'm 100% deals. We need to address the areas like getting a proper number 9, a proper defensive midfielder, a proper
number 9 is the most important.
We're well stacked in that area. That's the other thing. That's why.
Let's see. We can
remember. Because we got Poch as well.
Yeah,
we have to get players that suit Poch's system.
100%.
That's another thing as well.
We're going to see what he does. Poch is coming. He's got to watch the last 3 games, but he can't do much right now. Once he's got them in the summer, then he can. He will talk to every single player, like any manager should. New manager coming in, talk to them first, see where they, what's they're thinking.
It's not just that, Nick.
Let me finish. Deals, hold on. He's going to do that, Then he's going to watch them in training. He'll try them out, friendly games. And then he has to choose. Right, these lot are not for me. These are. And it's up to him to get it right. It's simple to say, but it's a hard job right now at Chelsea. It would be hard for any manager. But let's hope. He's a good manager, so let's give... I will give him more time than I gave Potter. That's what I can say. For me, But, Felix is a good player. He's a good player. He's still young as well. And I don't want him going there like Certified said, we're going to regret it when he comes great in another club. Like we've done so many times. Yeah. Go on, Max.
Yeah, can we just do the last one? Because I need to.
We're doing it now. Yeah, go ahead.
So Sterling was my man of the match. I give him 8. He was my man of the match because he.
Yes, JK gave him 8.5 as well.
Yeah, is especially that second goal. We saw a better Sterling, but like Bobby said and others, I think you said it as well, Nick.
Yeah,
we need to see this week in, week out. We can't just see this one game and then
the last time I saw good Sterling, I was at Chelsea.
At the beginning of the season, he started quite well.
Yeah. Then he faded,
and then he had an injury to be fair to him.
God, remember I was saying he's proved I didn't want him near Fulham Broadway.
Yeah.
Then he proved me right. I said he proved me right.
But what we got to realise, you're gone.
You see with Sterling, with Sterling when he first came in, I was thinking that we haven't got the right midfielders to surround him around. Yeah. Why are we getting him? Like, why are we getting him in the first place? Like,
it was the wrong decision.
We don't get him. We should have got him when we had the right midfielders in place. Like this season wasn't the season to get him.
It was all wrong. I think it was Tuchel at that time. He didn't know
Tuchel wanted him. Yeah,
he didn't know what he was doing for some reason. I don't know.
The thing with Sterling, he got injured as well. We've got to remember that. And then confidence was low with the team. He's somebody who we do need to stick around, because he's one of the experienced guys who's a winner as well, because he's won things at City. So, and what we need is consistency from him though, because he's one of the senior pros. He needs to be showing the youngsters how it's done. And
Max,
if he's not gonna,
Max, if we get Harry Kane, if we get Harry Kane,
I'll forget. I'll bring Harry Kane. But deals is not happening, man.
No.
He's hypothetical. Let's him talk.
It's hypothetical.
Yeah,
if we get Harry Kane, we can get the best out of Sterling, out of Harry Kane, because you look at how he plays for England. Look how he plays at England.
Yeah.
But
I even think someone like Ivan Toney would work well with him, because Ivan Toney is a player who can drop deep.
We mustn't keep saying Harry Kane, because he ain't gonna happen.
If you look at what's his name, Ivan Toney, he drops it, and then Sterling likes to. He's more of someone who likes those runs. When a striker comes to, he makes those runs.
Max, let me ask you now. If Poch, say Poch wants to bring Harry Kane. Say Poch wants to bring.
I'll tell you that already. I'll take Harry Kane.
No, I'm not saying if you'll take him. Say Poch really wants to bring him. You think Bowley is going to go and put that money out for such an old player getting on? I don't think it's the right decision, especially the money Tottenham are going to want. Don't forget. I think they will say no to Poch. Bowley will say no. Sorry.
We're not going to get Kane.
He's not coming. That's what I'm saying.
It's not happening.
I don't know why.
It's never happening.
Even you know what I'm saying is
that guy,
because a lot of fans,
a lot
of fans have been saying, Poch will bring Harry Kane in.
No, he won't. He won't.
Even if he wants to, it's not going to happen. Yeah,
Levy would prefer to sell him to someone on a free, give him away on a free transfer than spend 100.
No, Levy's going to. Harry Kane's there. He's at Tottenham to rot.
Remember what we did?
Nowhere. He's
remember what he did.
He will rot.
Remember what he did with what's his name? Remember what he did with Modric with us. He didn't give us Modric, but then he sold him to Real Madrid for 15 million less than what we offered him.
Of course, that's what. Harry Kane, I don't think he's going to go anywhere. He's at Tottenham. He's there for life. He's like having a jail sentence.
He will go. He may go to Man U or somewhere.
Too late.
Or Bayern. Man U or Bayern.
He ain't going nowhere, man. He loves Tottenham. He ain't going.
It's not too late.
He loves Tottenham. All right,
Kane wants trophies. He loves trophies more than he loves Tottenham, though.
Yeah, but he's used to.
He ain't winning nothing at Tottenham.
He's used to.
He's not winning nothing at Tottenham. No, he wants a trophy.
He wants a trophy. He should have left years ago if he wanted a trophy. He should have left.
His mistake was signing that 5-year contract when he did, but
he
will leave. He's not signing. He's not signing another contract.
Anyway, I don't care what happens to Harry Kane.
Remember Nick, we've got a new ownership now. Like you never know. Daniel Levy might answer the phone.
No,
remember?
No.
You're making me laugh, Deals.
It's not happening. It's nothing to do with ownership.
Even Bowley. Wait a minute. Wait. All right, hold on. Even Bowley and the board, as much as they don't nothing about football, they're not going to go and pay for a 35-year-old Harry Kane, whatever.
He's not 35. He's not 33. He's about 31. No, he's not. No, he's not.
He's got more than 31. I'll guarantee you. He went to the same school as my nephew. Same age they are. So he must be 32, 33 now. He's not 31 for sure. Anyway, he's not for Chelsea. Never was, never will be. Thank God for that. I don't want no Tottenham Hotspur player at the club for sure.
Oh, he's not 31. Actually, he's 29. So there you go.
What? He was 29 2 years ago.
He's 29. He was born in 1993, mate. He's 29.
Are you sure? You looked it up?
I'm looking at it now. He's born in 1993, 28th of July.
So he's only 29.
Yes.
God,
and he wasn't 33.
Anyway, that's not the point. He's still a Tottenham player. We don't need him. Anyway,
he's one of the best strikers in the Premier League right now, 100%.
No.
He
gets goals. He's not. You watched him play the other day. How bad he was.
After Haaland, he's the best striker in the Premier League.
Yeah, you watch how bad he was. He was all over.
He scored 27 goals this season.
He was an offside merchant.
Now he's clinical.
Yeah, okay, he gets goals. Haaland gets goals. Deals. Haaland, how many goals has he got? He's not a great player.
Kane's got 27 goals.
I don't care about goals and everything, man.
For me, goals is everything.
No, it's not everything.
Goals win matches. What do you mean goals is everything?
Goals is everything.
You don't score goals. You don't win matches.
What? Yeah, you have to be, a proper number 9 just doesn't get goals.
Yes, he's opposition.
Well, I wish we had a number 9 who can get goals. When's the last time we had a number 9 who can score a goal?
Yes,
but we had number 9s who were animals. Costa.
He scored goals though. Costa scored goals.
Yeah.
Kane can play as well. Kane's a very good player.
Kane is a soft. You push him and he's gone.
No way. Kane is hard as nails. Listen, I don't care that he plays for Tottenham. You call the player.
He's absolute rubbish.
No.
He will never make a Chelsea.
Now you're being silly. Kane's a good player.
He's not.
You call a good player. He's a good player. If he plays for another team, he's not a goal hanger. How's he a goal hanger? If anything,
that's how he is. He's a goal hanger. He's in the box.
You clearly don't watch Tottenham. No, he's not a.
I don't watch Tottenham. And how many times?
You don't watch Tottenham because if you did watch Tottenham, you'll see that he
knows how to play.
No, you'll see that he links up the play.
He scored goals from himself.
I don't care what he does. It's not for me.
This guy plays deeper now. If you look at him, he plays deeper. He's not just a goal hanger. He's got more to his game.
But look, it doesn't mean. Wait, Max, wait a minute. So you're telling me
Son runs on, and he
a player scores goals doesn't mean he's a great number 9. A great number 9.
He's a fantastic number.
You have to be able to play like Dropper did. Tell me, Dropper came with Dropper. Tell me, who's better for you, Dropper or Kane?
Obviously, what? Come on, Drogba's retired, so that's a silly analogy.
You have to answer the question: Kane or Dropper?
Obviously,
we all know Drogba.
But Drogba's not around. He's not available.
I'm not saying if he's available.
I'll get around what I'm saying is,
I'm not putting Kane
after Haaland.
It's not better than Costa Dropper if they were around.
After Haaland, Kane is the best out there. Whether you like it or not,
so he's the best in the world for you now.
What? Lewandowski. He's up there with Lewandowski. He's up there with Haaland. He's up there with Lewandowski, Benzema. Of course he is.
He's
up there with Lewandowski,
he's not even a world-class player.
In the Premiership, which is the best league,
the hardest
league. It doesn't matter. What? It doesn't matter. What? He's at Tottenham. Come on. He's at Tottenham. If he was at Man City, either one knows.
If he's a different, you can't go
with
if.
Listen,
if he was at Man City, it doesn't mean he was going to do anything.
Is Ryan Bertrand the best midfielder in the world? No, Nick. Is Ryan Bertrand the best midfielder in the world?
He's not a Chelsea player, not for Chelsea.
Nick, I'm asking you a question. Is Ryan Bertrand one of the best midfielders in the world?
You must be joking.
He won the Champions League, though.
Yeah, so what? He played one game.
So he must be. No, but on your analogy, you've asked what he won. You're asking what Kane's won.
Yeah, at least he won something. Harry Kane hasn't won nothing.
Yeah, because he happened to be at Chelsea. Schmeichel won something.
Schmeichel won the Champions League with Liverpool. And say, wait a minute. You can't say
Berger won the Champions League with Liverpool. So is he a good striker? Milan Barros is Milan Barros better than Kane?
Let's go to the chats now.
Max.
You love Harry Kane too much, Max. That's your problem.
What do you mean? I respect him. It's not because I respect.
I'm surprised you don't support Tottenham.
Because I respect the player. Now you're being
silly. No, you don't respect. You're either a Chelsea fan.
What? So it doesn't mean I can't respect players.
No, I don't respect no Tottenham player. No Tottenham.
I do. That's the difference. I don't like them as a club, but I don't mean I can't respect players.
No, I don't respect no one in Tottenham. No one. Not Son, Kane, no one. Anyway, let's see what Alicia said now, please. Big up everyone.
Anyway, guys, I need to go. So
big
I'll
up,
catch
Max.
you
Big
guys.
up,
Max,
Max.
Yeah, nice one. Right.
we'll talk soon. You know,
Right.
we got to be lively there, but you know, we don't
That's
have the same
fine.
opinion with Kane.
I
And
know we don't.
certain
We
things.
don't. You know, that's
But
my
for me,
thing.
he's not. I don't see him. You know, I just can't see him wearing all
Well,
blue.
I don't let emotions like that get in my way. You know, because I don't like.
I know
the
what
club,
you're
but
used.
I
I know
still
what I
play.
know.
Yeah.
But emotions get in my way. I'm afraid.
I know, but that's clouding your judgment, though. But that's the way you think. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, have a good
All
night,
right,
guys.
Max.
Big up,
Thanks for
Max.
coming.
Big up.
Yeah.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye, Max. Yeah, let's see what Alisa's saying in the chat. She's here. Big up, everyone. Yeah, she'll say something here. Hold on. Yeah. Alicia says, thing about Kane is Levy would never sell to us. Yes, of course. Remember, we inquired about him from the season we brought Lukaku. Yes, true. Yeah, Kane was mentioned. We were after Lewandowski, though, Alicia, more than Kane. We couldn't get Lewandowski, we couldn't get Haaland, and we got Lukaku. Kane was fourth choice, but it wasn't going to happen.
Nick, have you spoken about the cost for tickets next season? Have you spoken about that?
No, yeah, we come to that, dudes. Thanks for that comment, Alicia. If you want to jump on, let me know. I think you have the link anyway if you want to come, but it's up to you. Yeah, Deals, go ahead. You were saying.
Yeah, they're putting down the price down for tickets next season.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I told you that was going to happen at the beginning of the season. That was what Bowley's another promise. Bowley said, indeed, he promised to keep the freezer prices, so it's good for the fans. You know, massive thing. So he's kept his promises. He got the management wrong completely, but everything else he's kept. He's doing what he promised. You know, that's
yes.
You know, that's why I like Bowley. You know, that's why I don't say get rid of. You can't get rid of Bowley right now. You know, if he came,
the thing is, they made a lot of mistakes this season.
Yeah, I know, but at least
they realize what football is now. They realize what football is. Yeah, and they need to know. They need to know to put the right people in place and do the right jobs in place and let them do their jobs properly. Because if they don't, come next season, it could be quite a sticky situation where Pochettino was like, "What you doing involved in certain situations when I've signed a contract?" You know?
Yeah. I'm glad they realized. You know, I knew they could admit the mistakes. It was obvious. Bobby, let's go to you. What do you think about the, me and Max's argument about Harry Kane?
What, me?
Yeah, well, you know why I keep arguing? Because I know it ain't going to happen. You might as well not mention the guy, you know?
Yeah, I don't think it will happen.
No.
You know, the thing about Kane is I really wonder, how much he's got left, really.
Yes.
I think he's got to that dangerous time where, someone could buy him, spend a lot of money, and he could give them a stormy
and it could go the other
season.
way.
But
that's
then,
what Max doesn't agree.
Because, he could have crossed the threshold and,
exactly.
I see less and less ability coming out of him. Finishing is the last thing that goes with a good striker. But mobility and certain things are missing now with him. But he's still an excellent player, certainly better than any striker we've got at the moment.
100%. Bobby, would you take him? Bobby?
Well, of course, if it's possible, of course, he's a quality player, quality player, and a finisher. And
so
that's what we need. We need a finisher.
Yeah, he can score. We know he gets goals. Even Haaland
What's
gets
the high
goals.
chances, Bobby and Nick, What's the high chances,
chances are not there.
Zero.
Unless we pay stupid money.
No, I'm not talking about Kane. I'm talking about Nkuku now, right? What's the high chances, right? We play Nkunku as a striker next season when we get a striker, but if he gets injured, if the striker gets injured, what's the high chances Nkunku plays as a striker?
It's possible, but I think it will be wasted. I watched him against Borussia Mönchengladbach. He's such a fantastic supporting striker, and he played as striker a little bit as well in that game. Then they shifted him, and that was when.
How did he play there? How did he play there?
Oh, when he as striker, he was a little bit isolated, where their wingers weren't really getting the ball to him, and he needed someone who was able to get the ball to feet. But when they dropped him from striker and put him as a 10, boy, he ripped Gladbach apart, and he actually scored as a striker.
Like Felix?
Sorry?
Is he like Felix then?
No, he's better than Felix. He's better than Felix. He scored as a striker, and the way he made the winning goal was pure genius. It was it was almost Messi-like. He just dribbled past everyone.
I never watched again, but I know he's a great player. I see glimpses of him, Bobby.
Yeah, I mean the way he dribbled past everyone and just put the ball on a plate to be scored. He's a good player, he really is. And I wouldn't like him to be the main striker. I would like him to be a supporting striker, and we'll get the best out of him. We should stop trying to force players into positions they're not really meant for, and just play them where they should.
That's a manager who doesn't know how to manage. But before we move on, let's just read this from Alicia. Yeah, big up Alicia. Yeah, thanks for coming into the chat. It helps even when you're not on the panel, even if you're in the chat. Thanks for that. I know you're busy, but you're welcome anytime you want. And let's also welcome Olsen. He's a bit late, but we forgive him because he's a Chelsea fan and fanatical at that as well.
Big up Ocean, bro.
Olsen, how are you, man? Olsen, you there? He's supposed to be there. He's there, but I don't know what's happened to him.
Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry.
Yeah, big up to you. Big up, welcome. Big up to you.
Yeah, how are you guys doing today?
Yeah, we talked about everything. Well, nearly about Chelsea, a bit of Arsenal. Still, we're talking about Pochettino. Can he get this team going next year? A lot of things.
Yeah.
So what's your take on the game? Tell us what your take on the 2-2 draw first.
Daddy. You're welcome.
Is that your son?
Sorry. Yeah, that's my son.
That's all right.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, the 2-2 draw. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not even at this point. I'm not even disappointed. Like I can't even get mad at anything anymore.
Yeah,
so
no,
it's almost like this season is like this season has been a shambles. So it's just at this point. At this point, I bet everybody just wants the season to be over so that we can just refresh and reset everything and just start over. So the game on the weekend, it was like I mean. To some extent, I expected it because, considering the fact that Nottingham Forest are a little more pressed for, the points. So I expected them to, bring the fight. And, I was skeptical about players having to even show. And that in itself is just disappointing that even though I know we don't need the point as much and it's not anything, but at least for the way this season has been, I expected them to at least show a little more fight and like try to stay fit. I
was very annoyed with Frank Lampard as well, bringing Mendy back when Kepa.
That was a dumb decision. I don't even understand it.
Not only that, playing Felix, at that position, God.
So the Mendy one was just. I mean, I don't understand the Mendy one. It's just dumb. And
Ocean. That's why, you see the decisions that Lampard's been making, he's been making wrong decisions on certain lineups, on certain
every single game since he's come back.
That is, though.
He's making wrong decisions. God,
he's not tactical manager. That's why.
We thought Potter was bad.
Yeah, he's been making terrible decisions. Like, under him, we've experienced the whole time where it started with a front line of no striker, and you just put all the attackers on the bench. And you did that for 2 straight games. Then finally, you came to your senses and
it's a joke, really.
What's
he? I don't know what's going on in his head right now. Really, I don't.
Yeah, I don't understand. And the thing for me is that the other part I wanted to address is I've heard a few people say this whole idea of like say for example the Mendy decision or even trying to play certain player. I keep hearing this thing about trying to give every player a clean slate, a fresh start and everything. But I'm sorry, the way I look at it, Frank Lampard is really not going to be our manager next season.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So what is his business with trying to give everybody fresh start, clean slate? I think his main, if he's smart in his own head, his main objective should be using whatever players and whatever means you need to do to get the maximum points you can between when he took over the job and the end of the season. I don't understand the idea of trying to give players fresh starts, clean slate and everything. That's not your job because you're not.
Yeah, I think we lost you a bit. Also, you still there? I think we lost him. Let me just read Alicia's comment while he comes back. And Cuckoo would be better. Sorry. And Cuckoo would be better suited as a second striker, playing behind the main striker. I think playing him in the main striker as a main striker would be setting him up. Yeah. Yes, I understand. Yeah, good comment, Alicia. Also, you still there, Deals?
Nick,
yeah.
What's your thoughts? So, what's your thoughts on obviously how we set up in the attack with Lampard? Because I
don't know what he's doing, man.
It's still
I don't understand. Like I also said, what's he doing? He's not going to be here. He knows he ain't going to be here. Try and get some wins. Put your best team out. Don't keep playing people wrong positions. Try and Felix false line, Sterling false line.
It feels like he's trying to be different. It feels like he wants to be
why?
different.
He ain't going to do him any good. If he wants to carry on management, he has to try and win 1 or 2 games. He's managed 1 game. God,
He's not even tried. He's not even tried that Trevor or someone like that.
And he was on the bench.
Yeah, he's doing himself more harm than good. Like you just said, if you still want to continue in management, you should be focused on trying to get as much points as you can.
You know what I think, really? I think he's given up on management. I think we're going to see him back where he belongs, on BT TV, with Rio Ferdinand and Joe
Gerrard.
And Glenn Hoddle.
I mean,
I really do think that because the way he's doing things, and he's after the game he's talking nice and calm. We could have done better, but we didn't. He's not. He doesn't look like he's serious.
Are you going to do the player ratings with Ocean?
Yeah, he can give me his players quickly. We done also now you come a bit late.
Yeah, on the players rating, I'm not really gonna be able to do that because I didn't watch the game too. Like I was in and out. But I just watch it while doing other things.
God, yeah, you didn't miss much because.
Ocean, what's your? I think it's a quick. Honestly, do you think it's too quick to say this year? What's your expectation on Poch next season?
My expectation for Pochettino. I mean, really, the truth is, I'm not having any expectation. At the same time, I'm at least having the expectation that he would at least stable the mess that we are. But the point is that we're like it's a serious it's a serious mess right now. So it shouldn't even take a lot for any manager with a brain to at least get something out of, like, to at least do better. You understand? Like,
it can't get worse.
It can get worse. So from the point where we are now, it shouldn't take any manager with a brain a lot to do better. So I expect them to at least do better, stable, and then we have stability. And I'm hoping that with this appointment, the owners, I need them to really not interfere in these micromanaging things and let this manager try to work, and let's see what it's about. Then maybe if he at least does something, then from there we can then set goals. But for the first to begin with, just steady this sinking ship that we're in. That's the first things first.
Yeah, good. I agree.
100% Ocean.
Let's welcome back Dex. Good 3-0 win. I think it was 3-0 in the end. Dex.
Yeah, it was, mate. Yeah, hope it was good.
So great result for you. You're back on there for top four.
How did you play, bro? How did you play, my bro?
First 10 minutes we were a bit iffy, but then we got really good, and then once we got the first goal, we kept the ball really well. Leicester couldn't really get the ball at all, really. We won it back multiple times with them. Their defense was a bit shocking as well. It should have been really 4 or 5, really, but is what it is. But yeah, really good performance tonight. Curtis Jones got 2 really good goals. He was really good tonight. I think he was my man of the match in that midfield. He's been really good consistently.
So Dex, so you could have sent Leicester down, really.
We could have. Yeah.
It looks very.
Do you know what the funny thing is, Nick? Do you know what the funny thing is? Their fan, when the second goal went in, their fans started booing them already. They were saying booing them. They were saying you're a disgrace.
John Terry's there. John Terry, assistant manager, to is there. Poor John Terry. I think they brought them in to get them out of the second championship.
Nick and Dex, right? You know what's crazy, right? Look at Liverpool that was down in the trenches with us. Yes. Now with an outside chance of making top 4.
Like, could have
imagine.
Because we had
Dumb and Dumber. How do you call it?
We had Dumb and Dumber. We had Frank, who's not a manager. What else? Liverpool had Klopp still. They had the manager. Yeah, we don't have one. That's
100%. That's what a manager can do for you. Like,
a good manager can do that, and I hope Liverpool will beat United for top 4. I don't want United getting top 4.
You know the only way that happens, Nick? We beat Man United.
Yeah, we can go and beat them for Liverpool,
We'll go beat them for Liverpool still. Listen,
I'm going to go to the league table with them.
Rivalry with United. We got big rivalry with United, so listen. I hope we can go there and just snatch a win to help Liverpool get top 4. I can't stand these United guys. These United guys, they're hyping up about their ownership. Apparently Qatar, this, Qatar, that. Allow it, blood, yeah? You got Glazers in your building, yeah? Glazers.
Yeah. It's true, Deus. Let's just read this comment from Alicia. Lampard's team selection is shocking at times. Very shocking, yeah. But when it comes to Mendy, I feel like people wrote him off so fast. His chance of redemption, and he's wrote him off. So wait a minute. Wrote him off so fast. No chance of redemption. Yeah, no chance of redemption. He's never going to improve if he doesn't play. Yeah, I understand that, Alicia. Yes, but what happened? Look, it was same for Kepa. Kepa, was out for so long, but he sat there, waited for the right time. He never moaned or groaned. Like, I'm not saying Mendy moaned. He never does. He sat on the bench quite, but Kepa was different. I think it's a bit different. Kepa came back and he showed he's still a great goalkeeper. I'm not saying Mendy coming back. You know, I'm not going to say he caused a bad game yesterday, but he was bad before under Tuchel. Don't forget, he was dribbling in the box, cost us a Champions League against Real Madrid. I was at that game. I can't forgive him for dribbling and thinking he was George Best.
Nick, let me even just address one thing here.
Yeah, go ahead.
To Alicia's point here.
Yeah.
The thing with Mendy's selection is even what makes it worse is considering the situation we are right now. Like with us losing and you can't even get a win, to save our lives. This is not the time that you really just bring on a player that hasn't, like, he was on a bad form before he went on injury and he's been injured, and coupled with the bad form, he's been missing out of action for like God knows how long. So you don't, at this business end, when we're like scrapping for and trying to at least get something respectable, this is not when you take that kind of chance to, just out of the blue bring in Mendy and say, here you go, have a game. Like,
yes,
just.
I agree with you, Olsen. Yeah, it was the wrong time. I was shocked when I saw Mendy's name.
Nick and Ocean and Dex, yeah. There's talk about you see the Pochettino's coaching staff, yeah. You see his coaching staff. Apparently, one of his coaching staff helps with proper fitness in the players and that. Apparently, is that true?
Yeah, I heard that as well, deals from some people who know he's a coaching staff. Yeah, it could be true. I'll come back to you, Dex. So we interrupted you. I just read this from Alicia first. Then she mentioned she's got something for you as well. Hold on a minute. Big up, Dex. You lot try to. You live to us. You say you will never walk alone, but you left us in the trenches to walk alone. Good one. That's a great comment.
Yeah, that's brilliant a good one. They tricked us.
Yeah.
I mean,
great. I don't know, Alisa, what you think of that. That's unbelievable.
Dex. I mean, there's some truth in that. I mean, I can't really down that to Alicia. I mean, that's a true comment, to be fair. I mean, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I think the difference with us here, I think the reason why we have picked up from where we were before, I think it's just I think Klopp has definitely done something to kind of lift the players' spirits, and I think they've had to like rectify a few things, and he's had to chop and change a few tweaks here and there to the tactics and the way we play. Obviously, one of them being Trent's role. Playing as an inverted right back, which has worked, and he was good tonight in that role.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the end of the day, like I think for Chelsea, at the end of the day, I think it's just one of those things where with the ownership change and the chop and change of managers and players coming in and out, there's not been really a set or a settled starting 11. There's always been changes, so. I think when Pochettino comes in, he'll rectify that, and I think Chelsea will probably be they'll be getting there next season for sure. Like it's just one of those things where they just need to address it, and it will get addressed by Pochettino hopefully. So yeah, we'll just have to wait.
True, Dex. I was saying before, my thoughts. I wasn't very happy with when I heard Poch is coming, but these are ex-Tottenham players, old players. I mean. I was watching them talk about him and praising him a lot. He's got me thinking. Of course, I'm going to give him more time than Potter. He's a good manager, but he's got a massive job to do at Chelsea. I think he can do it. I have some hope with him. Not like with Potter, I didn't have hope at all from the beginning. But Alicia was saying with Poch, I think with the way we are playing, people saying top 4, a lot of people saying we're going to get top 4 with him. But I think top 6 is more feasible.
Nick,
so hold on, Deals, hold on. establishing a style of play and starting in 11. Probably a cup like how the League Cup would do. Yeah, I agree. I said that before, Alicia. For me, if he gets top 6, even 6, that'd be an achievement, because we're very down. I don't expect him to go and win the league, but that'd be great.
Yeah,
Nick, top 4 would be great. Yeah, go on.
Nick, let me even add to that.
Yeah.
I agree with that statement Alicia made, and for me, it's not even so much about the style of play; it's more about where we are right now.
Yeah.
And when you look at the amount of teams that are in the league, looking like they're picking up and trying to be, amongst the mix, so to say. Like, for example, if someone like Brighton continue in the stride they have, if they continue with that kind of energy next season, if Newcastle continue with that kind of energy next season, if Man U, continue with the energy, then Arsenal and Man City is there. If Liverpool, correct their own mistakes, there's a lot of people that is going to be, scrapping for that. So I think coming from where we are, top 6 will be a realistic, achievement to say, yeah, he's done good, For anybody to be expecting too much of top 4 or even a title challenge, I think that's just been unrealistic for me.
Right players, we can do it though. We can do it, Ocean.
Yeah.
No, I'm not ruling it out that we can do it. I'm not saying we can not do it, but the thing is that you have to kind of temper your expectation, Like, for example, Arsenal, for example, didn't go into the season expecting to win or even compete. But at the end of the day, when the season goes, like for me, starting off the season, I'll be saying realistically, try to aim for a top 6 finish. Now, for example, if the season starts off well and we're halfway in the season, I'm looking at what we're at, that expectation can change, and I can say, oh, we're in a good position to go on and challenge or do something even better. But from the beginning of the season, you have to be realistic, man. Coming from where we are, you have to be realistic.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. Because we can start badly, and then suddenly we can go good when we can be challenging. It depends, like you said. But before the season starts, I would say top 6. 6 would be good for the first spell for Poch. But
Nick, what are the key things? What are the key things you will be looking at when Poch comes in?
Key things, I'll be looking at the players, who he has to get rid of first before he has to, does anything else. And after that, I want a proper number 9, either Tony, Esserman, or if you even Lukaku. If he's going to talk to Lukaku. Wait a minute, he's going to talk to Lukaku when he comes. He's going to talk to every player. If Lukaku wants to stay at the Chelsea, and he tells Pochettino, I want another chance, I want to stay, why not?
Sorry, Nick.
Wait, let me finish also.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying. I have to head out. That's why I was trying to say.
All right, go.
I'll see you. I'll talk to you guys later. Yeah.
Okay. All right, thanks for coming anyway, even if you were late.
I know. Sorry, I just tried to hop in a little bit. I'm kind of busy these days.
Yeah, but we're always here. You're welcome anytime. You know that. Yeah. So, yeah, for me, deals. It's a lot of things really. I think and get the proper number 9. It could be Lukaku, could be Osman, it could be either Tony. I don't care. But that's the main thing. We haven't had a proper 9 since Costa, God, and the other thing, of course, another DM. I want Cancelo coming in, or what's his name, the Fulham player. It's gone out of my mind. Polinia.
Nick. What I will be looking at from when Poch first comes in, right?
He
does training drills to the players come pre-season, and the matches we have in pre-season, because pre-season we need to be serious. Like last pre-season, we wasn't on our game. Like if you look at last pre-season, we wasn't on our game. So coming into this pre-season, I hope that we're gonna be into our game.
Sorry, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Let's see what he does. It's gonna be interesting. But let's go back to this couple of comments from Alicia. We haven't got long to go. Alicia says for you, Dex, facts, Dex, and yes, Trent has really fitted in on that role, but is that temporary, or will Trent be playing there next season? For you, Dex.
I mean, I always thought it was going to be a temporary role, just like a quick fix thing. But I think that's going to be a thing now for next season, because I heard Klopp say about it in his press conference before Leicester. He actually said for next season, like Trent needs to be learning more in that role for next season. So I think that is going to be his new role going forward into the new season. But he'll obviously learn that in pre-season when they come back in pre-season, and they learn about it properly. And so I think it's going to be a permanent thing for next season, which is good because it is working. Like it's something new. The thing is, I will add to Alicia's point as well. With manager style of play and tactics and all that, sometimes you have to evolve your tactics or your style of play little by little each season. Like if you look at Pep Guardiola's done that at Man City with Haaland. Like the way they set up now, they play almost like three in the back, but they're also playing with four. So it's like they've got an extra overload in midfield. That's why you get so many runners in City's midfield now. And that's why they get so many goals, is because they have that overload in the middle. So Klopp's realised that, and he knows that, I have to evolve, and I have to evolve my style of play and tactics a little bit. The wing back thing, the 4-3-3, it's always worked well for us. But the thing is, though, with our midfield, teams now are realising how we play. They're catching us out. They know how to go around it now. So you have to tweak things here and there to kind of counteract that. So he's obviously done that. He's seen the weaknesses, and it just gives you that with Trent being in there. It's not about him being good going forward as well. It helps defensively as well when we're in possession, because say if a team nicks the ball off us and they go on the counter, we have that extra player in the middle, and we don't have to rely on just Fabinho or the two centre mids to run back. Do you know what I mean?
Can I ask you a question in a minute, Dex?
Yeah,
you see the talk around the talk. Apparently, you're gonna get midfielders in the summer. Yeah. Aren't you worried a little bit about defensively wise that you're not gonna go get a defender that you need in that situation, or do you feel that you will get a defender as well?
I mean, I haven't heard much about getting a defender. I mean, I know we have been linked. It has been said we possibly are looking at a right-sided centre back, but that depends on whether Matip or Matip leaves or not. I know he's been linked with like West Ham and other teams as well. So I think it's a case of whether or not, say if an offer comes in for him, I think we'll probably look at getting one, but I don't think it's high on the priority list in the summer. I know for certain, because I've read apparently the targets we're looking at is definitely midfielders, a backup goalkeeper, because I think Kelleher, he wants to play regularly. I think he's been linked with. I think Brentford want him actually, because David Raya might be leaving to go to Chelsea. I know he's been linked with Chelsea, so they're probably looking at that. And I think possibly, and I think maybe a backup right back, maybe. But that depends. I don't know. But yeah, I think a centre back would be good though, because I know we have been linked with one or two, but I don't think it's high on the priority list. It's one of those things where if a player leaves, then we'll probably get a replacement. So yeah, it all depends. But
what was I saying? Let's go to this. Probably the last comment from Alicia. Yeah. What's she saying? Sorry. Is it this one or the other? Hold on a minute. I said, she's got. It's another one before. Hold on. Oh yeah. Olsen, that's what I said. I agree with you. UN deals, we absolutely can. Yeah, about finishing top 6. Not saying we will be winning the league. Will be the most Chelsea thing ever. Constancy. What's she said? Consistently, inconsistent as always. Yeah. Oh yeah, anything can happen with us. Yeah, this is the last comment. Sorry. Yeah, we need a 9, a DM, and a goalkeeper. Yeah, absolutely. I think we all agree on that. But not Onana, guys. Plastic, did you see the latest about Lukaku? He wants Chelsea to increase its input in paying his wages so he stays at the beloved Inter, if that's true. I don't think that's true, Alicia. It's all gossip. We're going to see what Lukaku's thinking when he comes for pre-season. Posh will talk to him. There's a lot of rumors flying around that, he might want to come back and try again. But I don't know. For me, it's up to him and it's up to the manager. If he wants to come and say he comes back and says, right, sorry, what happened? Say sorry. He comes and apologizes to the fans. Doesn't have to come on the pitch and say sorry, but show something or show it with your attitude. I'll be backing him like I did when he came.
I want to say something quickly.
Let me 1 minute. Yeah, I'll be backing him, but it's up to him if he wants to fight for the badge. Fight and show us what you're made of. Otherwise, if you don't want to be here, we don't want you. You can stay at Inter. It's simple, really. So it's up to Posh, when they talk. Yeah, go on, Deals. Sorry.
You see the prices on certain players nowadays, yeah.
Yeah.
To back in the old days, yeah. Do you actually genuinely believe that players' prices are huge nowadays because of how football is now?
Yeah.
Or do you think it's because of how they play?
So say that again.
Do you think it's how football is now, like with the prices and that?
Of course, it's different. It's not like the old days deals. Yeah, it's the way things are getting. Football's become before. In my day, it wasn't about money. More money wasn't the priority. It was playing for your club. All these players, Liverpool, United, in those days. George Best from United, like Shankly. I'm sorry, Toshak, one of the great Liverpool players. Like what we had. They played for their badge, not for their money. They didn't get much wages in those days. It was about playing football. That's why we loved. It was a different atmosphere for us. When I used to go to Chelsea in those 70 days, it was, how you don't know the feeling because you weren't there. And it's sad to say, but you young generation, you won't experience what we had.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? It's hard to
100%.
But I can go on and on about that.
Listen, 100%. That nowadays generation, is obviously is a common to how the money is in the sport nowadays.
Dex wanted to say something as well. Yeah, go ahead, Dex. You wanted to ask something, Dex? Where's he gone? I don't know where Dex is gone. Alicia, So I think about Lukaku is up to what's going to when they talk together. if, like I said, he has to come and fight for the badge if he wants to play for Chelsea. Like he promised, when he first came. Not when he was young, but he came and he said, "I'm coming because I love the club and all that."
Nick, how many players in our squad do you reckon are all player system players? Because I look at individual brilliance as well, yeah. And some of the players that we have in the squad, yeah, there's only a certain few that are individual brilliance players. Individual,
it's true. Yeah. Right now we have, but the players we have, even Enzo, is young. They're up and coming. We don't have ready-made players, great players yet. We don't. So let's see what happens with, with the players who Pochettino might want to go for. We need to get it right. It's not easy. We have to get the right
100%.
number 9, the right DM, and the top goalkeeper. But for me, the goalkeeper is not the main priority. The number 9 is the main thing for me. Then the DM, because we have Solina still at the club. We have Bertinelli.
I think selling players is not going to be an issue. I think we will get rid of at least 15 players, 20 players. We will get rid. Obviously, look at last season, last summer.
Yeah.
We got rid of a lot of players last summer. So this summer, it's no issue. It's no issue.
Yeah, for sure.
We've got a plan, 100%.
Yeah, Dex, are you back?
Yeah, Dex? Sorry, connection problem.
Yeah, all right, I thought so. Yeah, you wanted to say something. Yeah, I see your comment.
I just wanted to ask a question.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I just wanted to ask a question, really. Basically, there was a bit of news that came out about an hour or so ago about Mount's contract situation. Apparently, they're saying that it's more likely that he's gonna ends up leaving. Like, how do you see it panning out? Like, obviously, because it's coming towards that near the end of the season. There's all sorts coming out. Obviously, we don't know what's true or not, but
it's rumors, but
see it happening?
I heard what you heard.
If he wants to leave our club, and go to a rival club, then he can go. Listen, we've had greater players before him, so let's be real. And everyone's going on players nowadays aren't replaceable. They are replaceable. You know what I'm saying? They are replaceable.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
God. But I heard that Dex, he's gone out again. Yeah, I heard about Mason Mount. He could be coming to Liverpool. He's back again. Dex. So can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I heard what you heard as well. But nothing is concrete because we're hearing. 1 minute we're hearing he wants to he wants to train and he wants to start the club. The next thing we're hearing he wants to go to Liverpool. Different journalists making assumptions.
Yeah.
No one knows really. Unless you're in Chelsea Football Club in that dressing room. So everyone can say what they think, but we're gonna see. Yeah, I think
they even said
Yeah. I think, what I mean,
they even said with Mason Mount, they even said with Pochettino joining, they said that that's not going to be enough to convince him to stay because obviously with the wages that he's demanding, you know what I mean? It's not really going to be enough.
That's rubbish. I know, I know he's going to wait. Wait a minute, dude. Wait, it's not. Pochettino will talk to him like every single other player. He's going to find out. And then it comes to the money side. That's up to the club. It's not the manager who decides how much. But Pochettino will see. If Mason Mount wants to stay, he will go to the board and he will tell them, I want this player to stay. So give him what he wants. He can only ask him. That's what's going to happen. And then it's up to Mason Mount. Like you said, if you want to go. We had unbelievable players going. And you've been a great player. We loved you when you played great, but you've let us down. He's let us down a lot this year, and not just this year, from last season. He's not been the same.
And he's asking for 300k. Yeah. He's asking for 300k, in a bad season.
You ain't gonna get that deal. They're not stupid. They won't give him that.
In a bad
he
season.
Can go to Liverpool if he wants that sort of money, But we're gonna see. Like I said, don't listen to all the rumors and all that. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, that's what I think, Dex.
Yeah, I mean, I read all this Mount news, yeah, and to be honest, I take it with a pinch of salt every day. Like, I don't really read too much into it. Obviously, I share the articles in the group chats on Twitter and stuff just to keep everyone updated in the loop. But obviously, I don't really believe anything until something really reliable from Liverpool side, like Paul Joyce. Paul Joyce is the only journalist I know because he's never got anything wrong. So that's the only person I believe, really. If he came out and said, "Oh, Mason Mount definitely wants to leave Chelsea and he's definitely keen on joining Liverpool," then I'll be great and then I'll believe it. But if it's other people, then I'll just take it with a pinch of salt, really, because at the end of the day, you can only really believe the people you really think that are believable at the end of the day. So, yeah, I mean, if he goes, great. We'll welcome him with open arms.
Yeah.
The Liverpool fans will love him. He definitely will be a fan.
He can be something special. You could, make him a great player at Liverpool. We don't know, do we? Other players which left us and become superstars, so...
I was shocked
if he goes to Liverpool and becomes a Liverpool legend in the end. You know what I mean?
Dex.
Yeah.
Do you think you get top 4 this season?
Well, I said it before to Nick and Max. I said it's 50-50 really. We have to rely on Newcastle playing Brighton on Thursday night. So we have to rely on Brighton to get a result in Newcastle, really. It's going to be hard, but, Brighton, they beat Arsenal. So if they can beat Arsenal, I'm sure they can get a result against Newcastle. So, yeah, if they beat Newcastle, if Brighton deals, 100% I think we'll get top 4. 100%. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. If you beat Man United as well, but, yeah. It wouldn't really matter, because Newcastle and Brighton and Man United, they're on the same points now. So, either one of them slip up, they're, guaranteed then they're gonna, not get top 4. So, do you know what I mean? It's one of those things. So, we'll just have to wait and see. I was going to ask Dills as well. Dills, do you think with Mount, do you think, say if we did get top 4 in Champions League football, do you think that will make him more likely want us more and, leave? Because obviously you won't have European football next year.
It highly depends. It depends on a lot of situation of what Pochettino's plans are as well. That's another thing as well. That will come into play. But again, anything can happen. Anything can happen with the situation with Mount. We don't even know what's going on behind the scenes. Like Nick said, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. As far as we know, there's talks going on at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, Alicia is saying, up in the air, but top 4 is really a possibility for Liverpool. Yeah, I think, I think you can do it. Yeah.
Dex, I want to answer Dex.
Answer the question. We have to leave soon, Deals.
Do you think Mount wants to stay? Do you think Mount wants to actually fight for his position? Because I don't think so.
I don't really know because, at the end of the day, new managers coming in, you don't know what the new plan is. I mean, obviously, I've read he's a big fan of Mount, but just because the manager likes a player, it doesn't really mean that he's going to start every game and be in the lineup every game. Because obviously, you want to bring new players, and you got all these players coming in like Nkunku and all that. They're probably going to maybe get a head start over them. So there's going to be competition there. The competition for Mount's going to be massive. It's going to be big. It's not what Nick said. Nick's not going to. He's not going to get played in the team every week like he used to under two Lampard. You know what I mean? He's going to have to fight for his place. So maybe,
of course.
Maybe
even if he stays at Chelsea, Dex, with Poch, he's going to have to fight if he wants. Otherwise he won't get in the team. Let me anyway, chaps. So I have to end it here. Thanks for coming on, Dex, Deals, Max, Bobby.
Thanks for letting me come on, Nick.
We'll be back. We'll be back on. What was it? When we're playing City on Sunday. Probably Friday we do the City preview. We can make sure Arsenal don't win the league by losing to City. That'd be funny. Imagine watching City and Chelsea fans together celebrating Arsenal not winning the league.
I can't so laugh. He's hiding.
Who? He's in hiding. We're gonna find him.
We're gonna find him.
We're gonna find him, Jules. Anyway, don't go off yet. I'm gonna go out with the greatest song ever. I don't know if you've seen this, Jules. You're gonna love it. So stay there. When I go out, so you will see the end bit. It's a special video. So thanks, folks, for everyone who came.
What year was it done, Nick? What year was it done?
You're gonna see when I play it.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks everyone who come in, all the panelists, people in the chat, Alicia, Dan, T, CFC, everyone else. I didn't mention. If I can think of anyone.
JK.
Yeah, JK Deals in the beginning. Wrong thing. That ain't the one anyway. Anyway,
Bobby and Max as well.
So you're going to see it coming in a sec. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, thanks. And if you haven't subscribed or liked the show, please do so. It doesn't cost you nothing and it helps the channel. So with that, we will go out with the greatest anthem, greatest song in football of all time. And here we go. So thanks and good night to everyone. God bless you all.
Bridge where